95.5 WSB.
A 68-year-old moonshiner from Cherokee County is sentenced to federal prison for drug and gun offenses. Michael Farrell Price, also known as Cheese, was trafficking methamphetamine from a backwoods shed on the property of his 90-year-old mother's home in eastern Cherokee County. He was storing explosive devices, unregistered silencers, machine guns, and other firearms. He was also operating an illegal moonshine still. Price is sentenced to more than 7 years in prison. A federal magistrate finds Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt is not living up to an agreement to improve conditions for women with serious mental illness. Devin Orland with Georgia Advocacy Center says while the physical facilities and food have improved, women still are not getting out of their cells for at least 4 hours a day.
This isn't like bells and whistles. This is basic. And it's a basic level that the sheriff agreed to. And we're just asking the sheriff stay true to his word and comply with the agreement.
The sheriff's office is filing an objection to the ruling. Canada is dropping many of its retaliatory tariffs against the U.S.
Canada and the United States have reestablished free trade for the vast majority of our goods.
Prime Minister Mark Carney says the decision comes a day after his phone call with President Trump, which Carney's office calls productive and wide-ranging. Canada's 25% duties on U.S. autos, aluminum, and steel will stay in place. It's now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather on this Friday afternoon. In the traffic center, here's Alex Williams.
Already a brake light battle through downtown, Bill, with 85 southbound jamming in right at Georgia 400. Going to take you about 23 minutes to go from there down to I-20 with northbound delays starting before University Avenue up into Midtown. Still working this crash into Cobb County, blocking the left lane on Covington Highway westbound at Glenwood Road. Slows the ride before Wesley Chapel. And better news between Ackworth and Kennesaw. That right lane construction is wrapped up for the day at Wade Green Road, exit 273. So the brake lights from Highway 92 are starting to dissipate. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies, not quite as hot, but still humid. High 84. A few hit or miss rain showers through the course this afternoon and evening. Lows tonight in the low 70s. Tomorrow and Sunday, mostly cloudy skies with off and on rain showers. Highs in the low 80s.
Just a few spotty rain showers around now on Storm Tracker radar. It's 82 in Roswell, 81 in Gresham Park, 78 in Lawrenceville. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Hessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher, has the afternoon off. We do have the man behind the glass, George Clark, and the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
Well, it's National Eat a Peach Day. Very seductive Friday here.
Boy, that's kind of a thing now, isn't it? That's kind of a...
peaches, man. Summer I turned pretty a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, the peach thing has become... I don't really watch any shows, so I'm told by people, but I'm told that the peach erotic scene
juicy.
Is showing up all over the place. Of course, it started with that Timothée Chalamet movie.
Oh, that's
which
right.
I still have not seen. Because I don't understand the name of the movie.
What is the movie called?
It's something like Call Me by Your Name, and I just don't understand that. I guess if I watched the movie, George, you've seen the movie, would I understand?
Good.
Would I understand the name of the movie?
I'm trying to remember when they talk about. I don't know. Maybe not.
It's about a professor who falls in love with Timothée Chalamet as a student or something, and
they're in Italy and they're on summer vacation, I believe.
And somewhere in there they come across a peach, is what I understand, and it's quite a.
What do they do with it?
Quite literally.
I have not seen it, but apparently what they do with it is something that the adults would do together. I think I'd put it that way on this. Perhaps they did. Would that be a way to put it for a family-friendly show? They do something with the peach that adults would do.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't make cobbler. Is my point.
Oh, okay.
They don't make their own homemade peach ice cream out of it, right?
No. Maybe more of a puree.
A puree.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm getting where you're going. Now I don't need to see the movie. But I still don't understand the name of the Call Me By Your Name. That's kind of an odd. Somebody look it up. Can AI
I'll
tell me
figure
what
it
it means? Do I actually have to sit down for 2 hours and commit myself to a movie to understand a movie
No,
title?
I can help you
What?
with that. Thank you. I'll tell you everything you need to know about it right now.
Thank you. Which one are you? Grok, ChatGPT?
I'm ChatGPT.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
I'm doing great. You've got this.
You know what? Thank you very much. I was feeling a little like I don't know, uncertain of myself, but now I talk to you, ChatGPT.
Would you like me to recommend a therapist?
I don't know. You know, I think you're doing a good job.
Thank you. I'm not a licensed therapist, but I'm here whenever you need me.
And you always tell me nice, positive things.
You have run out of free answers. Please subscribe to
no.
ChatGPT Premium.
No.
5.0.
Gotta get Chat Grok.
So it's just kind of a cute, romantic, intimate things the lovers do in the movie. They call each other by each other's names.
So, like, if Tim and I were in love, I would call him Eric and he would call me Tim.
Yeah, it would be like a cute.
Didn't we have a show together on like Comedy Central? Was it Tim and Eric?
Tim and Eric. It was on
exactly.
Adult Swim.
And that's what we did. We that whole thing. The whole concept was we just refer to one another by the other's name. Which is the sequel. Call Me By the Other's Name, I think is the sequel coming out. There's a crazy thing that goes on with an apple.
We've been waiting for this for a long time.
Waiting for what?
For the sequel.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been waiting so long, I still haven't seen the first movie because I want it to be back to back. You know, I want to go right to the other.
What fruits are we going to have in this one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We have to up it, right? So we're thinking about maybe I suggested, an apple, but I think they're going to go crazy with a full fruit salad thing, where.
How about a nectarine?
Well, there you go. What is a nectarine? I've never really
Sort of like a peach.
Is it? What is it? What is it a cross with? Is it tangerine? No, it's not a tangerine. It's a peach and a plum together or something?
Might be that. Jared's looking it up. I see him
I know. I got
feverishly
Jared.
typing.
A smooth-skinned,
I know
fuzz-free
what it is.
variety of peach.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, all right.
There you go.
But wouldn't that be a downgrade? Wouldn't you start with nectarine, work up to peach?
Well, I think you go
the
from
other
fuzzy
way.
to smooth.
Huh?
You go from fuzzy to smooth.
Okay, yeah, all right,
So you're
I
kind
get
of
it.
upgrading.
So they this is my guess. You tell me if I'm right. I've not seen the movie. One of them eats it, purees it, and feeds it to the other.
No, it's
Oh no, it's not like that.
straight up intimacy.
Okay, all right, straight up intimacy.
Maybe in this one we have a zucchini.
Who plays the professor?
Army Hammer.
Before he got in
alleged
trouble.
cannibal. Yeah.
He's coming back. He's doing a show with his mom, right? A podcast.
What a
with his mom.
podcast! Have you listened?
No.
Well, let's not call it a comeback yet.
Well, I'm
I
not.
haven't heard it.
I'm
I've
not
read
the,
that
but, you don't have to rely on me.
Do people hate him? Is he really a cannibal? That story went away. He was
did
supposed to
go
be
away.
a cannibal.
He's not a cannibal.
Timothy Chalamet, all he ate was the peach. I think Timothy Chalamet's out there. He's doing all right.
He got Wonka.
He got Wonka out of the
And
whole
he
thing.
did Dylan, too.
That's true.
Well, he did a bunch of other things as well.
No, the Army Hammer thing was he kind of just was talking to a woman and like you say, that kid's so cute I could just eat him up.
Right,
He
yeah.
was being intimate with a
You
woman.
seem to me like you're on Army Hammer's side of this whole thing.
Oh, he's trying to make a comeback.
Well, yeah, it's America. You always get a second chance, right? It's like,
Even Ghislaine Maxwell's getting a second chance.
Well, she's got some dirt on the president, apparently. I don't know that Army
Which
Hammer
one?
does. Maybe 3 or 4. Who knows?
Not me.
It's
I'm
possible.
the one there. Nothing on me.
Yeah, my guess is, I don't see Obama in that. Like, I don't see him going to the island. I don't.
No need.
I don't.
Nah, he liked going to Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, that's right.
Never went to Camp David. That was the one thing about Obama. Never liked going to Camp David.
Trump never goes. When's
Yeah, nobody goes there anymore. Biden went there.
Yeah, Biden went to
Biden
Camp
went
David.
there.
I feel like
It's
Trump's
just-
gone there once.
kind of like an old man smell lingering.
Not
Yeah,
enough gold.
yeah, exactly. I think
boring.
I think Camp David looks like like somebody's cottage in upstate New York or something, and I don't think Trump would have want. Let me tell you about Trump. Trump does not. I once saw Tim Dillon, the comedian, say that he loves homes, but he hates houses. Like he likes like the Zillow, like the real estate, like home, like home thing. I guess it was the other way around. He likes houses, not homes. And he described homes as the places that have like those frilly doilies on the end. Like I think Trump will be the same way. Like I can't see Trump. Can you see Trump in like just some, not a cabin, but like a cottage, like one of these cottages that have been around for like 120 years by a lake.
Cabin. Wow, beautiful. Let's
Someplace-
get out of here.
I have to say, now, I don't know why I didn't see it, and maybe it took him a while to work up to it, But now, anytime I see a picture of the Oval Office, especially over there where that mantle is, where they sit with the world leaders, I mean, that is out of this world gaudy. I mean, that is just bad taste. I'm sorry. Just because you're a billionaire does not mean that you suddenly have an aesthetic sense of what works and what doesn't work. Too much gold equals no effect other than, ugh. The way that you're supposed to kind of gold to the eyeball is kind of a spice. So you have the other stuff, and then they're gleaming tastefully is something made of gold, and it stands out. But when everything is gold, you feel like you're looking at something that's maybe animated.
Maybe he's
not even real.
Maybe he's trying to be a trendsetter. He's trying to start a new gold trend.
Yeah, but you got to think that as
Well,
soon
first you
as
have to be
he's
able to afford
gone,
it.
as soon as he's gone, all of that's going to be erased.
Is it? Well, I mean, yeah. Well, a lot of it might be his. He's probably bringing it from
I'm
his.
going to peel the gold off the wall and carry it out.
No, but a lot of it is like these little sort of statuettes and stuff. It's like these pieces. And my guess is, because I have seen pictures of his place in New York before he changed his residency in Trump Tower, and it kind of had the same look. So I'm thinking that probably he's had gold stuff, gold pieces brought from Trump Tower and Mar-a-Lago. So it might be a natural thing that when he leaves, he takes his stuff with him.
Unless President Vance wants
He's not going
it.
to take the concrete that he poured over the Rose Garden with him. I don't know why this hasn't gotten more. I'm not even completely clear about, is it the whole Rose Garden? Is it just one part of the Rose Garden?
I believe it's the part closest to the actual house itself. I don't think it's the full
Are there
Rose
any?
Garden.
There are some roses left on the side, I think.
I believe so. I have to look at the pictures.
But I mean, honestly, I'm not Mr. Hippy Dippy. I'm certainly not Mr. Nature, especially in these temperatures. But there's something to the idea that you look out the window and you look at a rose garden and you think that would look a lot better if I just poured a bunch of concrete. I'm not saying, I'm just saying most people would not see it that way. It doesn't mean that it's a wrong way to see it.
Even the coasters are gold. I'm looking at a picture.
It's too much. It's too much. You have to, in order to impress, you have to have depth, right? That's why when you see a really good movie and you're asking yourself, why is that movie? I mean, obviously, for it to be a good movie, the story has to be good. You have to care about the characters, whatever. But you see a lot of movies like that and you go, oh, that was good. And then sometimes you see one like that and you walk out of the theater and you kind of don't even, why was that movie so impactful? Probably because cinematographer had a great eye. There's plenty of levels and depth. And that's in anything. When you're decorating, you're kind of doing the same thing, right? It's a set. You're kind of doing the same thing. And if everything is, it's like having, if you were mixing tracks and every track was up to 10. It's like that. It's like, you have to kind of mix them in such a way that so that special thing sort of steps out and gets noticed. There's nothing, no gold is going to be noticed when you walk in there because it's all gold and you just go, oh my God. Cover your eyes.
It's twinkling in here.
I mean, he's got the money of a billionaire, and I'm sorry, I'm saying this as someone who knows for a fact that I was born into this world in what people call white trash. I am still that person. I don't walk away from that person. I know white trash world. I know white trash aesthetics. You can be a billionaire, but you can still have white trash aesthetics. And white trash aesthetics is, it's expensive. It's put it out there. That's...
Yeah,
go ahead.
The way that Trump is with gold is kind of like how Michael Bay is with explosions.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, exactly. Where it's like, well, this is not having an effect anymore. But, so hopefully it's all his, and he just packs it all up in a box along with whatever files that he's not supposed to take.
The gold files.
Not that, they all do that. So, but have we had a president in the last 40 years who hasn't taken some files that they're not supposed to take?
Probably all of them have done it.
Well, if I was president, I did my 4 years. I'd just make sure I cleaned up the cash and any physical porn I had. I'll leave everything else in the White House.
That's a good idea.
I don't think that I do, and I don't mean to be overly critical, but I don't think Trump understands that that's not his house. Like every president is supposed, and usually goes to the first ladies, but this president is, really
She has
focused
a
on.
bad eye. Not
You know
good
what?
at decor.
She handles Christmas.
I like the Christmas. Some people thought it was austere and, kind
like
of
Macy's.
Yeah, but I like that.
With
I
the
like
red
that.
and the white trees.
Let's face it, Christmas is a commercial holiday, and even the things that you're nostalgic about are because like Coca-Cola decided in 1935 to like
Oh, the little
do
polar bears. Yeah.
well, not in 35 wasn't the polar bears, but the Santa Claus
Sure.
and that the whole
Well, they invented Santa Claus. That image, Thomas Nast, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so because I don't know what Santa Claus, how people saw Santa Claus when Night Before Christmas came out, because isn't that the first?
No, I mean this was at like in the early 1900s. That Thomas Nast created that image.
I know, but that was after Dickens.
Oh, that's right.
So,
yeah.
I mean, my point of view is that Charles Dickens created Christmas with A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I don't think before that.
Is Santa in that?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not. He's not in that. What I'm saying, no, I'm sorry. I'm conflating. I'm talking about Night Before Christmas.
Okay.
I think that comes before Thomas Nast.
Yes.
So that's where that Santa Claus was kind of invented. But what I'm saying is, if you were reading Night Before Christmas when it first came out, and it had illustrations, what did Santa Claus look like? Because the illustrations that we see now are the Santa Claus that we know now. So was it invented there in that poem and the illustrations, or with Coca-Cola, Thomas Nast?
That's a good question. That was 1823 when that came out.
Wow.
And then 1863 for Thomas Nast.
So, well, George, are you
Yeah,
gonna?
Grok is saying that "Twas the Night Before Christmas" is the first Santa
Jolly
Claus
old Saint
depiction.
Nick.
Yes, I know it's the first Santa Claus. I just don't know if the first illustrations looked like the Thomas Nast stuff. Boy, we're asking a lot of questions here.
No, I like this.
I know the audience is thinking, can we have any answers?
It ain't even Christmas yet.
Yeah, and why are they talking about Christmas when it's 175 degrees outside?
Oh, I know. Embrace it.
That's why, by the way.
So the poem describes Saint Nicholas as a jolly old elf with a sleigh, reindeer, and a sack of toys.
Well, so there you go. But I would love to see a first edition, because I think that, or not first or second edition, because I'm sure there were illustrations with it. And I would love to see what the first illustrations of Santa Claus or Jolly Old Saint Nick. So many different names. It's like Diddy, except for one thing. So many names.
Well,
And you know what that one thing is? Santa can't rap.
Well, apparently, those North Pole parties are real.
Yeah.
They're real.
Seal oil. There's
A
more
lot
than,
of seal oil.
more than one pole at the North Pole. He had red parties, they called them, I think. So, hey, listen, I feel good because we love to celebrate these things. Unfortunately, Autumn's not here to do her old lady voice. Maybe Tim Andrews can
I'll
do
give it
it.
a shot.
You give it a shot. We have another oldest living person. You know, we get these stories a few times a year because it turns out when you officially become the oldest living person, quite often you don't have much time left, and somebody else is right behind you. This lady is Ethel Cotterham.
Okay.
And she lives in Surrey, England. Celebrated
right, Amy, for the birthday, Sherry.
116 years young.
Oh, I feel not a day of 100.
I feel I want to warn you of something. You know, the person that was the oldest living person, who we just lost.
How old was she or he?
116.
I'm gonna live to 120.
I think 116 is the hard one to get by. I mean, what's the oldest person ever? They found out that the oldest
Methuselah.
person they found out the oldest person for a long time. It turned out to be a scam.
Is it?
It wasn't real. Like that. Supposedly she was like 126 or something.
Jeannie Calment of France. I think it's how you say her name.
I think that
122 years old.
She's a loser.
I believe. Yeah. You know what? Go after her because
I got a ways to go there.
I believe.
6 years.
What was her name again?
I think it's Jeannie Calment. I think it's how you say her name.
Look for that lady, George Clark, because I think that there was a scandal that erupted. If not about,
She's a liar.
yeah, she lied about her age. I think. Turns out, I don't think she was that old at all. She was probably like 108 or something.
Meh.
A youngster.
Do you know what I do to stay alive?
You know, that's the question I'm supposed to ask you. What do you do to stay alive 116
Every
years?
morning I eat a jar of Marmite, and for lunch I have a jar of beans, and for dinner I have a Guinness, and that's it.
So you live, but I'm guessing the hygiene isn't so great with all those beans.
Oh, I
all
take
those-
a bath every month. My other neighbour comes over and sponges me down.
apparently you've outlived both of your daughters, but you still have 3 granddaughters.
It's funny is that my daughters gave me an inheritance. And now I just have to outlive my granddaughters. And
Yeah, you'll have all the money in the world.
And then I can bury it with me.
Is that what you want to do? Bury your money with
Better
you?
that than give it to Keir Starmer.
You're not a fan of the Prime Minister.
He doesn't like British people, apparently. Look at London, it's turned around.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, how would you like it if you grew up in some place next? I don't want
Is
to
there
get into it.
is there a MAGA in England? Is there a politician in England that's
Mega.
like mega?
Make England great again. Mega.
What? You look confused at what you're seeing, George.
I see that Pierre Jobert. There was a confusion, and he was listed as being 113, but it was a mix-up that his father made with his son. I'm not.
All right, yeah.
Confusing, but
Nothing here wrong.
Are you telling me that you? So
I'm only up and up, yeah.
Excuse me?
I said I'm only up and up, yeah.
You're on the up and up, yeah. Okay, all right.
Aren't I? Yes, I am.
So you're telling us the truth now.
You eat a stick of butter every week, a little nibble every morning with your porridge.
Apparently, she wouldn't give any interviews for her birthday, surprisingly.
No, leave me alone. I won't celebrate my birthday. Everybody I know is dead. Except for my neighbour that gives me the sponge bath and my grandkids who don't come over to see me.
Is that when it's over, when people are giving you now, obviously, you could break both legs or break both arms or something and be relatively young and need sponge baths for a little bit just to heal. But when you're aged and people are giving you sponge baths, they're not even like you're considered to be so frail we can't even drop you into like tepid water. You just sponge bath up. I think at that point is when I start saying to my kids, check out those machines they got in Oregon.
Eric's Death Wash.
That's right. We're going back. Yeah, same week. I started the week on this. People would think that that's all I'm focused on.
You are a little focused on it.
I'm not really.
I
don't know. I think it's funny, so I bring it up. But it's not like I walk around. I barely ever think about it. I just think, there's a million ways to die. My cat, tried to kill me yesterday, and maybe
Did you get it figured out? What's wrong with your cat?
The oozing cat?
Turns out it got into a fight with another cat. They tell me it looks like a cat bit.
Ooh.
The back of my cat.
And it caused all that.
Well, we didn't
pus?
know, so it started an abscess or something, and then what happened was it kind of exploded yesterday, I guess. But there's a million ways to die. I think it's funny. I think it's funny to think about, but. If you listen to the show and you hear how often that comes up, you might think that I walk around all day long, and for some reason,
I'm gonna die there.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny that we're all here, and then we're gone.
Well, you were worried about where that scratch is, because it's like right on the lower part of the wrist.
It looks like I tried to take my own life. If I was just walking down and somebody looked, I mean, it's right there at the. Woo.
If somebody's not a cat owner, yes, you're right.
Yes.
They would think that a cat, like as a cat owner myself, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a cat scratch.
Yes. But look at one right over those two veins.
Yeah,
they've gone in a little bit deeper.
Yeah, that's not a good spot for it.
We almost had an SNL Julia Child moment.
Oh,
in my house yesterday.
I'm bleeding so much.
And the thing is about these cats, you're trying to help them. That's why I don't. It's like, they're not like us. All right. And I was at the people at the vet, fantastic, but obviously their world is pets all the time. So it's a very nice person. It's just like, usually my wife does this, but she's out of town. So this is the first time I've been pulled back to. I didn't realize it was just like going to the doctor, where you go into this other room and like a nurse type comes in and talks to you about the symptoms and stuff like that.
The vet tech.
Very nice person. But I noticed as he left the room, he said, okay, I've got all the information I need. I'm going to go talk to the doctor about, what the mix of sedatives we'll need or whatever to take care of this. And I'll come back and I'll what did he say? I'll come back and talk to you both or something like that. Like he was talking to me like the cat was actually a part of this conversation.
You don't think your cat was a part of it?
I'll come back and talk to you two or something like that. It's like, well, I mean, the cat's not going to understand a word you say. The cat tried to kill me yesterday morning because I was trying to help the cat.
What if the cat rejects? What if it rejects the medication?
What if he were?
What if the doctor comes back and the cat rejects?
The cat's like, hey, I ain't doing that. This isn't so bad. I can walk it off. Just take me home, Eric.
We're in the dog days of summer. You know what can cure that sticky feeling you get from the heat and humidity? Cold air conditioning. Hey, Ashley Frasca here. I'm proud to share with you Ragsdale is extending their biggest specials of the summer off a brand new Carrier home comfort system. And you'll enjoy Ragsdale's trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your system. Please understand, this is not a third-party warranty. It's Ragsdale's own warranty that comes completely bonded with the state of Georgia and backed by Art Ragsdale himself. Ragsdale technicians make regular visits to my home for routine maintenance, so this warranty gives me total peace of mind, especially in these hot days of summer. Ragsdale has HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and insulation all under one roof. That makes life easy. Whether it's for a leaky faucet, electrical outlet installation, or blown-in insulation, Ragsdale takes care of my home. No wonder they have over 10,000 five-star reviews. Schedule at ragsdaleair.com or give them a call. Ragsdale, the name I know you can trust.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. Looking for a more natural way to sleep? Our orthopedic natural mattresses combine our legendary quality with nature's finest materials. We hand build each mattress using renewable materials like cotton, wool, and natural latex, creating a luxury sleep experience that's as good for the planet as it is for you. Visit one of our showrooms to try them out in person, or visit originalmattress.com to learn more. The Original Mattress Factory. Sleep better, naturally.
Hey friends, when was the last time you hopped out of bed without your knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without groaning, step by step? Let me guess, in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, it'll disappear, I'll tough it out, but nothing ever changes, does it? Hey, it's Mark Air. Time to call and schedule that free consultation with the medical pros at QC Kinetics. There are thousands of patients who will tell you they wish they would have done it sooner. They turned around their lives with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that work with your body to help restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Natural cellular therapies, no scalpels, no pills, just long-term relief with no dreaded recovery. Bring your x-rays and your MRIs to QC Kinetics for a free, no-pressure chat and a thorough evaluation to see if you're a good candidate. Worst case, you learn something new. Best case, you get your life back. Grab the phone right now. Give them a call. 770-285-8026. Ask about that free consultation. 770-285-8026.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, several people are dead after a bus crash about 30 miles east of Buffalo, New York. This man says he saw the bus on its side on I-90.
I was headed eastbound, and I just see the bus basically going perpendicular from the median across to the shoulder of the road.
The crash reportedly involved more than 50 people, some kids, with some trapped underneath the bus. 2 weeks after his tragic death, a memorial service today for fallen DeKalb County police officer David Rose. It includes a 21-gun salute at the First Baptist Church of Atlanta in Dunwoody. DeKalb County CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson remembers Officer Rose.
David lived that love every day through his devotion to his family, through his commitment to his community, and his courage as an officer.
Rose was killed in the shooting at the CDC. The director of the CDC is among the dignitaries at today's memorial. Ice cream sold in Georgia is recalled by Bluebell. The company is issuing an allergy alert after its Millennium Crunch ice cream, which does contain nuts, was accidentally packaged in tubs labeled as chocolate chip cookie dough. Bluebell says an employee discovered the problem while restocking at a retail location. The recall includes ice cream sold in several states, including Georgia. So far, no illnesses are reported. President Trump announces the 2026 FIFA World Cup draw will take place at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. on December 5th. He calls it the biggest event in sports, and Atlanta will play a major role.
48 teams will play in 104 games across
16 North American cities from Seattle to Vancouver to Atlanta to Miami.
8 matches will be hosted at Mercedes-Benz Stadium next summer. Now WSB Money Update. Stocks are soaring today after Fed Chair Jerome Powell opens the door to a possible interest rate cut next month. The Dow right now at 30 minutes until the closing bell is up 840 points. The S&P up 1.5%, and the NASDAQ is up almost 2%. It is now 3:32, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Watching the brake lights fill in around Metro Atlanta for the Friday afternoon commute. Bill, 285 southbound, the outer loop on the west side. That's already getting slow from South Cobb Drive down to I-20, the West Freeway. While on the east side, 285 east and southbound, that's starting to fill in as well between Dunwoody and Clarkston. If you're making the trek on 85 north out of DeKalb in Gwinnett County, you're going to slow from 285 up toward Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Then it improves after that, while 75 northbound into Marietta, Kennesaw, and Ackworth, just on and off the brakes, but not terrible so far from North Marietta Parkway up to Highway 92, exit 277. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies with off and on rain showers today. High 84, lows tonight in the low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, hit or miss rain showers, high 81. Sunday, mostly cloudy, a few rumbles of thunder possible, high 82.
Right now, it's 83 in Waleska, 84 in Duluth, and 82 in Villa Rica. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
If you're looking for an exceptional Swiss timepiece, visit Terra Fine Jewelry today. They have exceptional Swiss watches from Tag Heuer and the finest selection in Atlanta of pre-owned Rolex. It's where I've been shopping for over 25 years. Terra Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
At Ameris Bank, we know that it's never just business when it's your business. I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. Whether your business is looking to optimize cash flow, improve your payment technology, or grow more quickly, my team and I are here and ready to help with a superior level of service, smart banking technology, and local market expertise. I invite you to reach out to my team by visiting amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
2 similar homes for sale, same neighborhood, but the one with the Orchard sign sold for more. Why? Well, Orchard's local agents know what buyers want, make smart upgrades, and handle it all. Get your free home valuation at Orchard.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
DC politicians want to enact harmful credit card mandates that could take away your cash back and rewards points. Perks that stretch your budget and make life a little easier. Losing these benefits means less money for your family's everyday essentials like gas and groceries. The perks you rely on could disappear, leaving you with higher costs and fewer options. Tell Congress to guard your card and oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
Belinda Skelton here with Atlanta Vision Institute's very own Dr. Ashraf, who is one of the most experienced eye surgeons in the country. Dr. Ashraf, we've all watched the news and the economy is uncertain, but failing eyesight isn't. And if you've held back due to finances, we've got good news for you, don't we?
Yes, Belinda, as you know, our eyesights degrade as we age. And with the laser optics procedure, that resets all of that. And most of my patients go most of the day without glasses. They can even read their phone without glasses. And in terms of the economy, most of these patients, their medical insurance can cover most of the costs. And if it doesn't, we have a lot of good financing options for this procedure.
That's awesome, Dr. Ashraf. I urge you to take the quiz to see if you're a candidate. Go to 2020atlanta.com. That's 2020atlanta.com.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
It's because we're that good, Eric. That's why.
That's why. That's always the answer. Because we're
puff up
that
our chests.
Good. George was I got in here a little bit late, so I don't know if it matches other sound. But George, what were you telling me that Trump was the soccer, FIFA, because World Cup. When is World Cup coming? 28?
Next year.
Oh, next year. 26. And so did Trump have some sort of announcements about this? He's got some funny stuff, I think, about
if you've got it, George, you go ahead and fire it over
so
there.
they're gonna do the selection or tell where all the
There's
matches.
a drawing for the World Cup. I'm not sure how it works, but it's going to be occurring at the Kennedy Center, and he announced that. And some people asked, how is he going to participate in the FIFA events?
All right.
I may play. I mean, I see the money that these soccer players, we call it soccer, but I see the money that these soccer players are making. I may try and play. I'm a very good athlete. My son is a very good athlete, and he's a good soccer player. He's on the tall side for soccer. Yeah. He's 6'9". That's pretty tall. But that's pretty tall. 6'9". It's on the tall side, but he's good. But no, I may put on shorts. I look extremely good in shorts and join the play. No, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great.
Many foreigners.
I didn't realize.
In shorts?
I don't like seeing people's knees.
I look great in shorts,
especially older people's knees.
You can see my diaper that way.
He did a weird thing when Chelsea FC won the Club World Cup this year, because the Club World Cup is essentially like a trial run of what the World Cup is going to look like next year.
Right.
And
don't try to explain it.
Except
it's so labyrinth. And
it's the easy way to explain it is it's all the major soccer clubs playing a tournament, and it was here in the U.S. this year, trial run for the World Cup. But when Chelsea won this year, Trump was up there like dancing and celebrating with them.
Well, he probably is he knows the billionaire who owns the team.
But like the team was trying to push him out of it. Like you could see them.
Oh, they didn't necessarily want.
Yeah, they're holding up their trophy and stuff, and Trump was kind of awkwardly in the middle of it.
Was he doing his dance?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
My little rock'em sock'em robot. They love it. They love to see me dance. And who doesn't?
I wonder. Has this story about the new logo for Notre Dame been around long enough for everybody to?
People are getting outraged.
Oh, what happened? America, you continually surprise me. What? You're outraged? Ah, my goodness! In America, 2025, I never saw that coming. Hey, when you can predict exactly how people are going to act, that means those people are boring. We're becoming a very boring country. What piece of meat's going to be thrown at you next Tuesday that you go, well, I've had just about enough? Stop being boring. The next time something outrages you, here's an idea. Keep it to yourself. Fine, coming from a guy who has a microphone in his face every day. I get that.
Did they get rid of the little leprechaun guy?
No, they kept him. So what they did?
They kept him. He's got a football. He doesn't have his fist up anymore.
Oh, well, that's good.
They're
not
the
violent.
Yeah, that's not the. They're not the fighting Irish. Okay, listen. All right. Are we going to start pretending that football is not the most violent game? It's not. Well, I'm sure there are more violent games. There have been. What they did in Rome, for instance, unleashing lions on people. More violent. But in the modern sense, it's a very violent game. And it's interesting to me is I don't know anybody who's Irish who actually doesn't like the fighting Irish. Everybody that I know, this is anecdotal, that I know that's Irish, they kind of think it's fun, the whole, we drink a lot and we fight.
We're drunk idiots.
But there's this whole thing that's gone on where everybody's supposed to be proud of everything that ever happened because of the DNA of their whatever. And so it's really like elitists who would never attend a football game who have decided, and probably a lot of people who aren't even Irish who have decided to be offended for them. I've never known an Irish person who complained because they're called the fighting Irish. I have never.
I don't like it.
I've never.
Are they called to get rid of it?
What does Connor think of this? I wonder.
Don't talk about your depression about it. Could be fighting.
Conor McGregor. How do you feel about this? They're you're taking the fight.
Everybody knows Irish are violent. And they're going to have you need a phone about the body. That's right, the body.
It's a weird world that we live in. I don't know. Unless I just know the Irish people who don't give a damn about this. This change came not because a people was feeling that they were being mocked and stereotyped. It came because elites decided, hey, look at the calendars, 2025. Not going to fly. Change it. Nobody was actually offended.
And they're not getting rid of it either. They're going to keep the main logo, but they're going to make every sport have its own version of that.
So I know, but they're dropping the fist.
No, they're still going to use that. It's just going to be on the sidelines. They're making a logo.
So this story said it's a new logo.
It is for the football team. They'll have a basketball one. They'll
I know,
have
but
field
the
hockey.
fists are gone.
Oh, I know, but they're still going to have the fist guy. I just read it on Grok.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the fist guy is the primary logo.
Yeah.
Tim's right. And then for each sport, that one's going to be like football. They'll have one with a lacrosse stick.
Did you see that pictorial from the 70s?
Which one?
The fist guy.
Oh, yeah. It was German, right?
Talk about violent.
Yeah.
Still don't know how he did it.
Listen.
You just have to relax, yeah.
People, he had a certain set of skills. Just put it that way.
He just bites the rope.
Well, when I look at the Notre Dame logo, I still can't. Is it an Irishman or a leprechaun?
It's a leprechaun.
Well, it's a leprechaun.
Okay,
a
it's gotta be.
leprechaun is Irish. Right. It's an Irish myth.
But I didn't know because they're the fighting Irish. I didn't know if it was an Irishman or a leprechaun. That's what I wasn't sure.
Well, it's a male leprechaun.
It's a male. He's a man. All
Okay.
leprechauns are Irish. So he was all of those things.
Okay.
But he used to put up his dukes.
Yeah.
And you'd know. You're coming. Hey, when you came to Notre Dame, you knew that they were an independent program and they could choose pretty much all the people they played. And so you knew when you walked through there that they chose you because they thought they could beat you. And then you see that.
Gonna strap you right down and beat you to pieces and put it all over your face.
Isn't that what they've been doing for years, Notre Dame?
Yes. So
they just pick, hey, who's the weakest in that conference? Yeah, we'll play him. Who's the weakest over there? All right, we got to play 2 games against people who are good.
They're an independent,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they can pick the teams they want to
Yes,
play, but
yes.
they're kind of ACC adjacent in the
Are
football
they
world.
now?
Well, because in other sports they play in the ACC, which is ridiculous. So the fact that football they're excluded.
Georgia beat them up twice.
That's right. But all of this past year, though,
Have they ever won?
they're not.
Have they ever been the champion?
Have they played again last year?
They played in the playoffs.
in the playoffs,
Notre
that's
Dame
right.
ended up beating them in the playoffs.
Oh, yes.
We got to chop wood harder. These
Yeah,
Irish are
come
dirty
on.
fishers.
Yeah, they're not even putting their fist up anymore, Kirby.
I think
This
this
is
year
crazy.
we'll be able to take them if we end up playing them.
Isn't that funny? I forgot about the playoffs already.
SEC, they don't have. They have less of a chance to win it all the time now, right? Because of the new rules.
I don't know rules. You've got more people in the playoffs. So
Not necessarily.
I think in playoffs on 16, you're going to have like there's no limit on the number of SEC teams that can be in there, right? I don't know.
Correct. Yeah. So the way
Well, I mean that people can transfer out and they can go here and there like
yeah.
the pros.
You don't like that, huh?
I don't
Yeah.
care either way. I'm just
Okay.
saying that it used to be dominated primarily by the SEC, right?
Yeah, in the last couple decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
when
last-
I was growing up, it was the Big Ten. It was like Ohio State, Michigan. Although Michigan were the champions
Yeah,
2
the
years ago.
last 2 years were
But
Michigan
they
and
stunk
Ohio
for a long
State.
time. That's right. Yeah. So it all goes round and round. Tim Andrews.
Yeah.
You know what's old is new again. Yeah. What was once strong becomes weak, and then is strong again. But I don't want to steal from Eric Erickson. I heard him talking about something like that. I don't
No. What was the topic?
I don't know what the topic was. I walked in the studio.
Y'all round everybody up in D.C.
All right.
Oh, he never said that. He never said
See,
that.
you do that, and then I'm the one who has to face the fallout.
That's a lot.
He was discussing that classic quote: "Strong men create good times create weak men. Weak
No,
men
it was
create
so
bad
no,
times."
it's bad times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times or bad times. So you can bookend it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You can buy a there's like a little board that lights up. You can buy with that quote if you want to for your house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I see it on Amazon.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. I can put it right next to the, live, love, laugh. And let me tell you something. When you walk in my house and you see that.
In this house.
When you see that it says live, love, and laugh. All right, I'm the sheriff of my home. And if you're not doing that, you're out. I will walk around. Are you living, loving, or laughing? All right, no? Get out. But we haven't had the cake yet. Well, you're not living, loving, and laughing, so you're not getting any cake.
I love you. Give me cake.
Okay, all right. That was not a demonstration of the White House today.
It pays to have the WSB Radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000.
I just won $1,000 from WSB.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your first chance to win is Monday at 8 a.m.
I am so excited.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
When insurance companies play games, the strong arm wins. Hey, it's Smiling Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates. If you've been injured in a wreck, don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. They'll toy with you and try to pay you the least amount possible. John Foy has an experienced and winning team that knows how to beat them at their own game. A simple call to the strong arm can get you the money you're entitled to. Pay nothing up front and get your free case evaluation at johnfoy.com.
Hi, this is Megan, your friend and jeweler from Shane Company. Did you know not all warranties are created equal? At Shane Company, our free lifetime warranty is all-inclusive and even protects the diamond in your engagement ring. We can offer such an incredible warranty because our rings are crafted to last a lifetime. As your friend and jeweler, our gift to you is peace of mind. At Shane Company, we also cover unlimited repairs, resizings, and cleanings for free for life, saving you thousands over time. Because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
I know you're hot, but how is summer treating your home? Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix-It Show, here for AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. Have you noticed drywall cracks, stuck windows and doors, or bowed walls? AquaGuard knows that all these signs point to possible major damage in your foundation, and they will only get worse over time. But don't worry, AquaGuard will identify your issues and repair them. Simply go to aquaguard.net now and set up a free inspection. There's a reason they're the trusted local experts. Remember, AquaGuard.
You're building a deck or adding a room, that's wonderful. But if you skip hiring an architect trying to save money, well, the builder's going to need drawings anyway. They're going to hire an architect regardless and mark up their fees to you. That's why it's smarter to start your project at Sketchhouse. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, architect at Sketchhouse. At Sketchhouse, we'll make sure your plans are code and zoning compliant, they'll be creative, and they will look great. You're going to save thousands of dollars with Sketchhouse Architects. We're going to make this easy for you. Go to sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, H-A-U-S, sketchhouse.com.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once-yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Is this breaking news, or did we just find out about it? This Cheetah Club news.
This is breaking news.
Sounds like it's breaking your heart. I don't even know that you've ever been there.
I have been to Cheetah Club. It's a high-rise will replace Atlanta's Cheetah Strip Club after nearly 50 years. So another thing sells out in Midtown. How dare they?
Oh, yeah. Midtown will probably get worse for having residents in a high-rise than having a legendary strip club.
What
I've always heard about the Cheetah, but I've never been there in my
What
life.
is Georgia Tech going to do? That was a way to recruit kids to come to Georgia Tech. You took them to Cheetah Club.
Then go to the other strip clubs that are around there.
Oh, what are you talking about for the football team? And
Well,
stuff?
remember the basketball team got in trouble several years
right.
ago for that. But still, like either way, like Cheetah was legendary. This is hitting me hard.
Is it hitting you hard? When's
Yes.
the last time you were at the Cheetah?
I went there probably a year and a half ago. But I used to go when I
dinner?
lived in Midtown. I did. I
Please say I used to go a couple times a week.
Yeah,
I was that guy alone in the corner eating lunch.
They don't even have polls.
They ruined strip clubs when they just started having like these 5-star chefs and stuff. Just a weird kind of mix. That I'm just here for the food. Oh yeah, right. No, really. I'm here for the food. They got some of the best food. I mean, when did that start happening? Like 15 years ago?
They started around 2003, I think, because I did promotions for them back then.
And it became the thing. It's like strip clubs started hiring. I don't know if because of radio I was at one, but it was down like toward the track. I can't remember which one's down there, but anyway, on the side, off to the side, in a different room, it was like you were in a 5-star restaurant, like a Michelin grade restaurant.
Well, the Pink Pony had the prime rib that they carved right in front of you by the stage.
Sometimes I get confused. Exactly. Is that au jus or is... That's what I'm saying. These are two things that, okay, you would think just because people like both things doesn't mean that they go together. Okay, naked girls. All right, people like naked girls. And well-prepared, high-level meals. People love that. Not necessarily the things that you should put together.
Well, that restaurant that's in there is away from the strip part, right?
Yeah, the one that I was at. I mean, I don't think, maybe I was at the Cheetah. I think
that's where you were. Because
Okay,
we
maybe
did
I
do
was.
promotions there.
Okay, maybe that's
They
where
would
I
be
was.
scantily
I
clad
hated it
in the
when you're a
restaurant part.
radio guy and you're on a morning show and you're like shock jockey and stuff like that. I mean, I just hated it because it's like every time they pull you on stage, they put you in a chair, these women start kicking at you, their heels come within like an inch from your face. You're sitting there on stage, and then you have to act like you're not miserable. So I remember, it probably was there. I came back.
But just like anything else, Gen Z and below, they're not doing it. They're not going to these places.
Right, they got OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Well, and then
Right? I mean, isn't that what it is? It's like it's everything like the internet and the whole world that is killing a bunch of other like magazines and newspapers and whatever. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with strip clubs, right? You have OnlyFans.
Yeah.
You can you don't have to. You can like have a menu of strippers from around the world who will strip for you, as opposed to, well, let's walk in here and accept whatever we see. You know?
And the women, they're not getting pawed, they're not getting groped,
Right.
They're not dancing.
They're being exploited, but
well, they are, but
they're
at least
getting
on
paid good money for it.
10 times, probably 20 times more than they're making at a club.
Right.
Why
Which
go to that?
now it has to be. Now a lot of people make money, but I want to know. I want to know what is the most failing OnlyFans sex page, because my understanding is it's not just sex. Like people do have, like you can have channels on OnlyFans.
Yeah, you can do like an in
Like
real
some-
life page on there.
Right,
Yeah, but
right.
why?
Yeah, but my guess is that 99.9% of the revenue is going to the people who
I'm
get
sure.
nude.
I'm sure.
But I want to find out. I don't know if we can look for this, like, because like sometimes some people think that they're going to do well on YouTube, and they go on, and just for some reason they just don't have it, right? They just never build an audience. So the same thing has to be true about OnlyFans, where somebody just looks in the mirror and goes, "Hey, this is pretty nice. Maybe I'll make this available for a nice price online," and then they get out there and no one is interested. That's got to hurt. That has to hurt. Is there a known, George, the I guess thinking in terms of television, the lowest rated OnlyFans page?
I'm sure there are plenty.
That's
of
what
them.
I want to know.
There's
It's
a guy
like,
that paints his like figurines for Warhammer.
no. I want it to be sex, though. It's got to be
okay.
like, yeah, it'll be one of those things where only your family's watching. I get that. But I want to know the person who looked in the mirror, said, "Hey, the world needs to see more of this." got an OnlyFans page, and the world just went, nah.
Yeah, you kind of want to go. It's going to be the freakish, like giant, person.
Yeah.
But
see,
somebody's
that person,
into that.
Somebody's into that. No, this has to
be the most bland.
I'm thinking of like somebody who looks like the actor Ernest Borgnine.
How you doing? I'm about to unbutton the top of my shirt. Let's count all the white chest hairs.
Or who was the big mouth? What was her name?
Martha Ray?
Yeah.
I'm Martha Ray, the big mouth.
Ah! I'm going to take my top off.
Look at that.
Well, maybe we'll get an OnlyFans connection with this new mixed-use building they're putting in place the Cheetah.
The median amount of money that people make on OnlyFans is $150 to $180 a month. 180.
Right. So most people are making that.
Yeah.
A few people are making a gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Hey Atlanta, it's Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers. You know, my dad was on the air with WSB before I was born, and in all that time on talk radio, a couple of things have stayed true. It's a little hard to know who to trust, and things stay pretty unstable. Here's what's always been true. You can trust D. Geller & Son. 3 generations of Atlanta shoppers have. We've had Atlanta's best quality jewelry at the best value since 1939. The whole month of August, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on your next jewelry purchase at D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're fixing the unfixable. Combining the use of robotics and an endoscope, our expert neurosurgeons are performing spinal fusion surgeries more safely and effectively than ever before, with smaller incisions which lead to quicker recovery times for patients. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story, remembering a fallen police officer.
His life reminds us that the true greatness is not found in what we receive, but what we give.
Hundreds pack into a Dunwoody church today to pay their respects to the DeKalb County police officer killed during the shooting at the CDC.
DeKalb County police officer David Rose is remembered as a hero and natural leader with a calm presence and clear confidence. Interim DeKalb Police Chief Greg Padrick says through his actions, Rose showed the best of what it means to wear the badge.
Officer David Rose, we thank you. We honor you, and though you are gone from our sight, you will never be gone from our hearts.
Law enforcement agencies from across the state were represented at the service, and many CDC employees also came to pay their respects. Rose was buried in a private service last weekend. In DeKalb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta, hit or miss showers through this evening. What about rain chances for the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Several people are dead, trapped, and injured after a bus crash in upstate New York just east of Buffalo. Trooper James O'Callahan with New York State Police says the bus was coming from Niagara Falls and believed to be heading to New York City with over 50 passengers.
The bus did roll. There were multiple ejections. There are multiple people trapped, and there's multiple fatalities, and this includes children as well.
Troopers say the bus lost control, went into the median, overcorrected, and ended up in a ditch. Happening now, crews working to fix a broken water main on Claremont Road near Beaufort Highway in DeKalb County. It's affecting about 200 homes and businesses in the area. The DeKalb County Department of Watershed Management reports a 30-inch break in a water main. There's no estimated time for when the repairs will be completed. After hearing from from parents and students. The Gwinnett County School Board votes to put unarmed security guards at all elementary schools.
Board members vote to increase security at Gwinnett County elementary schools a week after a student fired a gun inside a school bathroom at Meadow Creek Elementary. No one was injured, but the incident stirred up fears among Gwinnett parents and students.
What does not belong in a school? A gun. It's just crazy thinking about it.
Ivy Creek Elementary 5th grader Jasmine Cavallero says the unarmed security may not go far enough.
Weapon detectors will help guns not get into schools.
The school district recently approved plans to put weapons detection systems in all of its middle and high schools, but not its elementary schools. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Homeowners in the city of Norcross could see a major drop in their property tax bills.
The Norcross Homestead Act would increase city property tax exemptions to $45,000 for those under 65 and to $90,000 for those 65 and older.
Roughly equates, when we do the math and you get your actual bill, to around $225 off your taxes if you're under 65, about $450 off if you're over 65.
City Councilman Matt Myers tells me voters must approve the measure on the ballot alongside municipal elections this fall. He says it won't have a big impact on revenue because of recent surpluses. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Gwinnett County's warning some residents of significant delays for property tax bills. Gwinnett's tax commissioner says recent changes by the state legislature have presented logistical hurdles, particularly for larger counties. Most county residents will receive their bills by the middle of next month, but those in Grayson won't receive their bills until mid-November. The department says it is working to minimize delays as much as possible. President Trump says Canada is dropping retaliatory tariffs against the U.S. The president says he spoke with Canada's Prime Minister, Mark Carney, earlier this week, and it was very productive. A recall from Blue Bell includes ice cream sold here in Georgia.
Blue Bell ice cream says its flavor, Millennium Crunch, which has almonds, walnuts, and pecans in it, was mistakenly packaged in chocolate chip cookie dough cartons instead. The products were produced at the company's Brenham, Texas plant and distributed to stores in well over a dozen states.
CBS's Stacey Lynn reports no illnesses are reported, but people with nut allergies could face a serious or life-threatening allergic reaction. Now, WSB Money Update. Stocks soar today after Fed Chair Jerome Powell opens the door to a possible interest rate cut in September. Powell is still warning about the impact from tariffs and inflation.
There is significant uncertainty about where all of these policies will eventually settle and what their lasting effects on the economy will be.
The Fed last cut rates in September of last year. At the closing bell on Wall Street, the Dow finishing the day up 846 points. The S&P up nearly 100. The NASDAQ is up close to 2% on the day. At the Tour Championship at East Lake today, former UGA golfer Russell Henley tied for the lead after the second round. He's at 13 under par along with Tommy Fleetwood. Scotty Scheffler is 5 back. It's now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Big mess into Norcrossville. Travel advisory, a bad crash. 85 northbound, Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. Just a right lane is open. At times, they're blocking all lanes to try to get all the emergency equipment in there, and it is already stacked up the ride back before Chamblee Tucker. Think about Buford Highway or Peachtree Boulevard as your alternates. What that's done to 285 East, the inner loop already slows back at Chamblee Dunwoody Road, trying to make your way into Dorville and ramping onto 85 North. I wouldn't even try it. And 285 northbound also starting to get slower back through Tucker, trying to get up to I-85. Checking the ride through downtown, it's Sydney Darden.
Yeah, and it's a tough one, especially if you're coming from I-85. You're going to be on those brakes as soon as you merge on, maybe a little before that from Georgia 400 southbound. Over on 75, your brake lights start around exit 252 to Northside Drive. Stop and go through Midtown. It breaks apart, though, by the time you get to the top of the Grady Curve. I-85 northbound, brake lights filling in from Langford Parkway through the heart of the city. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with hit or miss rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with rain showers moving through, high 81. Sunday, mostly cloudy skies with a few rain showers throughout the day, high 82.
Storm Tracker radar right now showing only a few rain showers around the metro area. We have a line running from Gwinnett County into Barrow County right now. It's 83 in Alpharetta, 82 in Whitesburg, and 81 in Covington. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2.
You never
says with food in his mouth.
What were you talking about?
What a professional. What were we talking about? That, sir, is none of your business. Hour 2 of the von Hessler doctrine begins right now.
But the strip clubs are closing everywhere.
Yeah,
Where
Conor.
am I going to get a steak when I'm in Atlanta?
Conor McGregor doesn't like the news that the Cheetah.
The Cheetah's the best strip club in the entire country next to the Big Pony.
I feel like I have to blame Gen Z on this one because they also like the.
Because they don't have to listen.
It's
Gen
not that they don't
Z
go out.
understands something that is not understood even by the millennials who are so close in age. With all the technology that the tech bros have come up with, they can have a perfectly wild sex life and never leave their room.
That?
And that is not good for strip clubs or anything else.
And because everybody's talking about Magic City's the hot item.
Oh,
so everyone's
that's
like,
right.
so
Well-
there'll be a line around the corner to go to Magic City.
Well, Magic City got the NBA guys, right? And then that, and then because of that, because that's when I started hearing about Magic
That's right,
City.
Lou Williams.
There's no pretension at that place either. You go in, you see some ladies, you eat some wings.
Yeah.
At the Cheetah, you got a valet, and then if you're not spending enough money, they'll throw you out.
I don't want to eat. I guess what I'm saying is I don't want to eat while I'm, like, if I'm when in ogling mode.
Well, you take a
It's
break
like-
from the ogling for a minute, and you eat.
Hey,
I never understood strip clubs. I gotta say, I have had fun in a strip club, but that was because I was with a bunch of people and we would have had fun that night drinking anywhere. Right. So
Amen.
I've never gone to a strip club like me and a buddy. Hey, you want to go over there? And I have to say that I've never really understood the attraction. I understand pretty women. I get that. But you see pretty women every day. No, they have
Not
no clothes
naked.
on. No, okay. But my point is there's no action that I can take in public. At least now I've heard that there are rooms and things happen, but that would just make me feel weird and awkward. I would never be able to do that. The whole lap dance thing. I think that did happen in LA once, but it wasn't in a special room.
It's
it was
intrinsically embarrassing.
yes, and I am easily intrinsically embarrassed.
Oh, the worst
And
is
I
when
think that has kept me from having some good times in my life, but I also think that's way overshadowed by how much it has protected me in my life. That I just very easily get intrinsically embarrassed. I've been with my wife for 38 years, and just a couple of times when we were younger, we've been around other couples, and just like my antennae are so. It's so like I'll be like I would start feeling weird just because I could sniff a notion that maybe the other couple is thinking about what other couples think about. And that, in my mind, I don't care if your wife is the best looking person who's ever walked the face of the earth. That is not happening. Because I would be intrinsically embarrassed. I could never be a nudist. I have friends who go to that place up north. What is that?
up in the mountains.
Yeah,
The
yeah. It's
swingers-
like,
the
it's like,
swingers place,
hey, tell me about it. And I'm like, I can't believe. Like, I would just be so intrinsically embarrassed about all of it. It could never. I just, like I say, I recognize that probably I've lost a few really good times because of that. But I really feel like it's way out of balance as to that intrinsic embarrassment. It has actually kept me out of a whole lot of trouble, scandal, all that kind of
So
stuff.
you never went to Paradise.
Scandal.
You never went to Paradise Valley up in North Georgia.
Is that what it's called?
That's
yeah,
right.
I have friends that have gone up there. They tell me stories, and I'm just, my jaw is just like, you did what? You did so? Hey, how about Lil Nas X? That's surprising.
What happened to him?
He freaked out. I don't know. They think he had an OD'd or something, but he was like walking down. Is this in L.A.?
Yeah, this is in L.A. I've got
He's
some
walking down the street. Yeah, there's a video of it too, and it was this thing from somebody's phone. It was on the car, right? Mm-hmm. And so he's just walking down the street in his underwear,
his tidy whities,
and very, very. What am I trying to say here? Clean. That they were very clean, which is good for him. Like, because he's out of it. And I don't even. So listen to this. The cops got him, and I think he was a little bit. He kind of charged the cops a little bit, but they immediately recognized that he was having some kind of, like he was ODing on something. But it's a weird kind of ODing because he's able to talk and stuff. Like, I don't know what this drug would be, but he's clearly out of it. So he's in the middle of the street in his tighty whities, and it looks to be a nice part of town. I don't know if he lives there or I don't. And he's just literally walking down the middle of the street.
Nah. Hey,
What
don't
up?
be late to the party tonight.
Where at? All right, stop for a second.
You know where it's.
I didn't see this enough. So is he seeing the guy who's recording him with his phone?
Yes.
So that's why you know, like mentally, he's in another place. He's in the middle of the street. He's talking to this guy like he knows him, and he's saying, you know, you got to be at that party. And I think in a couple seconds here, he gets kind of belligerent about it, like you better be at that party, kind of thing.
Nah. Hey,
What
don't
up?
be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. No, go ahead, babe. No. Go ahead, babe. No. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes.
So he's acting something out in his mind.
Yes.
You know?
And this is where I cut it off here.
And he's kind of doing kicks in the air, kind of.
Every side. Yes. Boom, cow.
Okay, so the cops are saying that they think he was ODing on something, but what would that? I mean, he could
He
either
sounds fine.
That's what I'm saying. It almost seems more like kind of a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Because he's able to speak, and I mean, I wish him the best. I don't want to, but I can't. If that's a drug, I don't know. George, you're young. You know any drugs where you would be
like maybe a hallucinogen? I don't know.
I guess you could. A hallucinogen would put you in that situation, I suppose.
K-hole.
But you can't. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That wasn't a thing when I was coming up. I didn't have friends who were going into K-holes.
No.
I was coming up before the tech bros took over.
But he doesn't sound
culture.
like he's on LSD or anything because he's coherent.
Yeah, he's very coherent.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is he sounds when he's saying crazy stuff,
And
but he's not slurring his speech or anything like that.
And in the video, I try to look like in his eyes and in his face, and he doesn't look like he's completely gone.
So So I think that they're saying ODing, but
Whatever Britney Spears has got, it sounds like he's got.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is I think it might be a mental breakdown. We'll have to see. Well, I wish him the
MK
best.
programming.
Huh?
MK Ultra programming.
Is that still going on for
Oh,
the
yeah.
CIA?
Oh, sure.
They never stopped after Jim Morrison and Charles Manson.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I hope he's all right. He was on top, and then then things didn't really pan out. I don't think he had a lot of good. If he was taking advice on his career, he got too in people's face too quickly. Right? He had that first hit. It was just huge.
Old Town Road.
Everybody loved it. Whatever. And I think that everything he just went too fast with people. They didn't know him. A little bit while later, come out of the closet. Okay, there's nothing. That happens all the time. Not a big deal. And then, quickly, shortly after that,
He was like in leather and
he
dancing
went
with
into
the devil.
he went into Madonna mode 6 years into her career. I just think maybe he just kind of it was just he became too much, and he didn't have that follow up hit at that point when he was when he was really getting whatever. The songs weren't turning people on the way Old Town Road did, and I don't know if he didn't listen to people about his career, but you gotta. It's like I was talking about giving public speeches. You can't just yell. You gotta, peaks and valleys. And when you're he kind of came out of nowhere, and people are like, "Oh, we love this song. This guy's young. He's awesome. It's whatever." And I just think he just was going just too fast. Like he was acting like he'd been a star for 10 years.
He kind of had a Miley Cyrus-like track, except
Miley's took 10 years to get there.
Yeah, and when she pulled back after having the wrecking ball phase, which was 10 years ago now, she realized, I need to clean myself up and really focus in on my core audience, and he has not done that yet. But remember, he did have Montero. Montero was pretty big. That came out a couple.
Was that bigger than Panini?
Oh yeah, much bigger than Panini. Panini was like his 6th biggest song.
Okay, all right. So how big was Montero? Nothing was as big as Old Town Road.
Oh, Old
I
Town
wonder
Road
what
was
the
huge.
money comes. Like how long can you live off the money that you get from a hit like that? I wonder.
Did he write it and get the publishing?
No, yeah, he did. He bought a stem for like $200 or something, and then he wrote the bars over it. I guess that's how it's done, right? Jared, you would know.
I believe that's how he did it.
Let's say hello to, well, anyway, for all that, I just do want to say I hope he gets the help he needs. Alex Williams, welcome to the show. Alex says there's a travel advisory, always with the bad news, this Alex Williams, a travel advisory on 85 in Norcross.
Yeah, it's great to be with you guys, but yep, unfortunately with the bad news this afternoon, Eric, travel advisory, a crash 85 northbound, Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. They are single file in that right lane trying to clean up this mess, and it has cooked the ride back to Shallowford Road. Also negative impacts on 285 in both directions trying to ramp onto 85 North. I don't even recommend it. Go ahead and think about Buford Highway or Peachtree Boulevard as your alternates. If you're taking 75 North out of Marietta into Kennesaw, you're on and off the brake pedal from North Marietta Parkway up to Highway 92, exit 277 in Ackworth. Checking the ride on I-20 on the west side of town at Sidney Darden.
And it's really only a little bit of stop and go at I-20 eastbound and westbound near exit 44 to Thornton Road. Speaking of Thornton Road, we need to warn you about some flashing red lights at the intersection of Thornton and Douglas Hill Road that's really slowing the ride either direction as you're trying to make your way around Douglas County. This report is sponsored by True Natural Gas. They offer low rates, excellent service, and a loyalty program called True Rewards. You can see yourself at TrueNaturalGas.com, where they appreciate their customers. That's TrueNaturalGas.com. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
When you need to know. This story is developing in Atlanta.
When you want to know.
Severe weather is on its way.
When you have to know. We'll alert you as soon as this closure clears. Get notifications
from your source for news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Download it from your app store today.
Not everything in life comes with a guarantee, but for premium local farm fresh sod that comes with a 1-year guarantee, family owned and operated NG Turf is the only grower to consider. NG Turf sells direct to homeowners. Get your sod from a certified turf professional at ngturf.com.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath.
High five.
You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked.
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelly Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for the Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday noon to 1 right here on 95.5 WSB.
The end of summer doesn't have to be the end of your fun. Your backyard can be your family's happy place all year long in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy system, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Shop our huge Labor Day sale with instant rebates up to $2,500 and special financing for 60 months. Hurry, offer ends September 3rd. Brown's Pools and Spas, celebrating 50 years of brownspools.com.
Hey friends, when was the last time you hopped out of bed without your knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without groaning, step by step? Let me guess, in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, it'll disappear, I'll tough it out, but nothing ever changes, does it? Hey, it's Mark Air. Time to call and schedule that free consultation with the medical pros at QC Kinetics. There are thousands of patients who will tell you they wish they would have done it sooner. They turned around their lives with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that work with your body to help restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Natural cellular therapies, no scalpels, no pills, just long-term relief with no dreaded recovery. Bring your x-rays and your MRIs to QC Kinetics for a free, no-pressure chat and a thorough evaluation to see if you're a good candidate. Worst case, you learn something new. Best case, you get your life back. Grab the phone right now. Give them a call. 770-285-8026. Ask about that free consultation. 770-285-8026.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
All right, well, they just released some audio from Ghislaine Maxwell. This is from the interview that was done by the assistant AG. What's his name? Blanche, I believe. He was Trump's personal lawyer through all the stuff that went on before he got elected. And he went down and spoke to her. And it seems to me like she was basically saying almost everything, if you were a powerful person, you would want her to say. Now, I'm not a conspiracy guy, and I don't know what really happened. But basically, she seems to be saying that she never saw anything bad. There was never a list. Clinton was fantastic. Trump was always a gentleman. And in the stuff that I read, she also said that it's ridiculous. These are powerful men. If they want women, they can find women. They don't need this kind of setup, to make it happen.
The only interesting thing is that she seems not to think that he killed himself.
That's the interesting thing.
We'll see in this audio. She doesn't think that anybody high up had him killed, though.
Oh, okay. So she's walking the right. Well,
then who killed him?
All right. Well, she doesn't have to solve that. She's not Columbo. But what she's trying to do.
Why'd you hang yourself?
She's walking a line trying to get a pardon, because even if the pardon doesn't come until after the next election, when Trump's that period between November and January where you're still it can come then. Or, with Trump, he could, because I think he would really upset his base if he pardoned her, like now. I really do. I do.
Well, they're mad that she's in a minimum security now.
Exactly. So, but there's a dance going on here at a level. The rest of us wake up every day, have to go to work, have normal lives. We don't understand this dance that goes on with the powerful and the elite, but you can sense they're dancing.
My friend Hood is very happy right now.
Yes. She also said there's no blackmail. She never saw any blackmail, anything like that. But this is the part, I guess, where
Number one doesn't believe it's suicide. I'll play this one first.
So you think he did not die by suicide, given all the things we just talked about?
I do not believe he died by suicide, no.
Is she English or what was this? Okay.
And then doesn't think someone killed Epstein either.
Do you think there was somebody on the outside of prison, so putting aside what could happen on the inside, on the outside of prison who wanted him dead so badly that he would have, or she would have,
Thanks for
caused
being
him to be killed on
inclusive.
the inside?
I think I don't see that. I think, is it possible? Of course it's possible, but I don't know of any reason why, and I don't believe in the blackmail or in any of this. I don't think Epstein had a hit like that. If it is indeed murder, I believe it was an internal situation.
Yeah, but that's kind of hard to. I mean, there wasn't enough time, was there? Really
For him to make enemies in the jail,
and then somebody,
He was in
say,
solitary
hey!
confinement on the suicide watch.
Yeah,
he stole my spoon.
That's a terrible suicide watch.
Yeah.
Well, really, you had one job.
Failed.
It's listening to her speak. She has to be considered the wisest person in the. Is she in a female prison? Yeah, right. Do they still separate?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Female federal prison.
Okay.
Same one Elizabeth Holmes is in.
Okay. So, yeah, but she talks like this.
How you doing, Ghislaine?
I'm imagining Ghislaine might be the, hey, don't come after me. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to be in prison. She did these things she does.
You think she's running the prison?
Relatively speaking, I'm guessing she's considered the classiest prisoner.
Hey, we should listen to her. Whatever she says.
Why?
we should
Hey,
do.
all this gender stuff outside of prisons, when's it going to come to prison? Why do we still have male and female prisons? People have told me there's no difference between the two. Alex Williams says 85 is a parking lot between Chamblee and Norcross.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. All due to this crash that still leaves just a right lane open. 85 northbound, Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. And it is slowing the ride almost back toward Claremont. Again, think about Buford Highway or Peachtree Boulevard as your alternates. If you're traveling 285 southbound, leaving I-85, you're going to find the delays through Tucker from I-85 down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway, and 285 westbound, the outer loop filling in between Dunwoody and Sandy Springs. Looking at the ride in the southern suburbs, it's Sydney Darden.
Yeah, we just got a report of a stalled vehicle in the right lane, I-75 northbound past exit 212 to Bill Gardner Parkway. It's slowing your ride leaving Locust Grove and on through Henry County. The good news is it breaks apart as you making your way through McDonough well before you get to Stockbridge and on towards that south side perimeter. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT core body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by the results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Imagine pulling up the driveway to your beautiful new garage door, energy-efficient windows, and stunning double front door. It feels like a new home, but you didn't have to move. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows, with lots of exciting ways to refresh your home. For every opening to your home, we've got you covered with countless quality options backed by unparalleled service and craftsmanship. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk. At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story, multiple people are dead and injured when a bus crashes on Interstate 90 in western New York.
Today we had a vehicle collision, a significant vehicle collision
It is a tour bus coming out of Niagara Falls back to what we believe New York City. And it had about 50-plus passengers on that, women, children.
State Trooper James O'Callahan says the bus lost control, went into the median, overcorrected, and ended up in a ditch. The exact number of dead is not yet known. At least one child is among the dead. 83 degrees in Atlanta. Isolated rain showers through tonight, and what are the rain chances for the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Remembering Officer David Rose, a memorial service held today for the DeKalb County officer killed in the attack at the CDC 2 weeks ago. DeKalb CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson among the speakers.
Today we gather not to mourn, but to be uplifted by the example of a man whose life is defined by service, by sacrifice, and by love.
Officer Rose is honored with a 21-gun salute. The Salvadoran man deported to his home country despite an order protecting him is now out of jail in Tennessee and heading back to Maryland.
It's the first time since he was arrested and wrongly deported in March that Kilmar Abrego Garcia will have returned to Maryland, where he lived for more than a dozen years. A federal judge there has ordered ICE to not detain him. He faces federal human trafficking charges in Tennessee, where he was pulled over in 2022.
Correspondent Stephen Portnoy reports his attorneys argue Abrego Garcia has been singled out by the government in a vindictive prosecution. A federal magistrate finds Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt in breach of an agreement to improve conditions for women with serious mental health issues. Devin Orland with the Georgia Advocacy Center says while the physical facilities and food have improved, women still are not getting out of their cells for at least 4 hours a day.
They have a duty to take care of these people, and we agreed to really the bare minimum, and they're not complying with it. They're making people worse. And whether it's one person, 10 people, 100 people, 150 people, making people worse is not okay.
Sheriff's office is filing an objection to the ruling. A push in DeKalb County for the police department to have a better relationship with the LGBTQ community.
Commissioner Ted Terry's pushing an LGBTQ liaison for DeKalb Police, along with training for officers to better spot hate crimes. He says it stems from a past Georgia Equality report that recommends a better relationship between the two sides, along with a study called Policing the Rainbow that says more than half of LGBTQ members think their last encounter with police was unfair. The plan would follow the lead of the police departments in Atlanta, South Fulton, and Chamblee, which already have similar liaisons. It must still be approved by the full board. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
2 children abducted from Florida are found in metro Atlanta, and their mother is arrested. A Fulton County Sheriff's deputy working with U.S. Marshals arrests 43-year-old Audrey Turner at a hotel in Henry County. An Amber Alert was issued August 18th out of Rivera Beach, Florida. Her kids, ages 3 and 11, are now in the custody of the Georgia Division of Family and Children Services. A global leader in high-tech bathroom fixtures is expanding in Clayton County.
A bit of a bidet boom started stateside during the COVID-19 pandemic when Americans found bath tissue hard to find. It's grown with celebrity shout-outs, like when Drake gifted DJ Khaled with 4 Toto washlets for his new home.
Shout out to Toto. Drake, thank you for this gift. This is the most amazing toilet bowl I've ever seen in my life.
Now Toto is opening its most advanced U.S. factory yet in Morrow, emphasizing AI robotics-enhanced manufacturing. Clayton County Development Authority expects an economic benefit of some $43 million a year. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
President Trump announces today the World Cup draw will take place at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C.
The Kennedy Center will give it a phenomenal kickoff.
The draw taking place December 5th, and we'll find out which teams will be coming to Atlanta for the initial matches next summer. Mercedes-Benz Stadium will host a total of 8 games. It's now 4:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
The big mess continues out of DeKalb County up into Norcross there in Gwinnetteville. It's all due to this travel advisory crash on the 2 right lanes getting by right now. I-85 northbound, Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. You're slow all the way back to Shallowford Road, and it's also adding even more so to the delays on 285 east and north, the inner and outer loop, trying to get onto 85 north. Don't even try it. Think about Buford Highway, Peachtree Boulevard, 2 good alternates to get you around that. Now, if you're traveling I-20 eastbound out toward DeKalb County or out through DeKalb, you're going to find the brake lights in the work zone from I-285 out toward Panola Road. Westbound a little sluggish from the mall at Stonecrest over there to the east side perimeter. Not a fun one through downtown, Sydney Darden.
Well, it's actually not so fun right now. The delays are really starting starting to pick up, especially I-85 northbound coming on from Langford Parkway, exit 243. You're slow past University Avenue, past the heart of the city to merge onto I-20 until you get to about the top of the Grady curve into Midtown. That's when you'll start to see some relief. 75 southbound, you're on those brakes way before you reach exit 252 to Northside Drive, and it's a really rough ride through the city. I'm Cindy Darden from the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm rolling through. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, cloudy skies with scattered rain showers, high 81. Off and on rain showers on Sunday, high 82.
80 in East Point, 80 in Decula, 84 now in Canton. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. I've been in banking for over 30 years, and my team and I know that businesses have the best results when they work with local bankers who know the Atlanta market. Bankers who will work to understand your business operations and bring good ideas to the table. At Ameris Bank, we do that. I invite you to reach out so we can start a conversation. Visit amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
I'm somewhat fascinated by this story. It's a couple days old, but I know we do have audio. I haven't heard the audio yet. This is a story. This is the ballad of Dan Livers.
Oh,
I'm assuming his last name. It could be Livers. I don't know.
I think it's Livers, yes.
Well, he's Livers to me, just because it's funnier. I'm going to go with, if we don't really know, let's default for the funnier.
Absolutely. Especially since he betrayed the United States of America.
I believe he's a veteran. Is he a veteran? One story.
He looks it.
Oh, he looks it. What, because he's old enough to have been in
Iraq.
the first Gulf War.
He's Gen X.
I'd heard that
he is a U.S. Army veteran.
So there you go. He may have betrayed his country, but before he did that, he did more for the country than you ever have, Jared Yamamoto.
How dare you? I've done a lot for this country.
No, I know. Like spreading the good word about the Beltline.
Getting upset when the cheetah closes.
Every single day. Yes, getting upset about the cheetah closing. Listen, I am here to serve my country.
American man who kayaked to Canada says he's claimed asylum, wants to find peace. Now, in order to get asylum, my understanding, I don't know the Canadian version of this, you have to be able to say, hey, I can't go home because it's a danger to me to go home. Now, given the way, when Trump reads something he doesn't like, the guy might, if he went over there, by the way, he didn't drive because he thought that the ICE would stop him or something.
Yeah, he kayaked across from Michigan to Canada.
And so he may have a point now, not before he got in the kayak, but after Trump read the story or found out about the story, if he came back, given what we know now, there's a good chance there's a knock at the door. So it's kind of twisted because I don't think he was in any danger when he got in the kayak. He just didn't like the Trump administration.
By bringing attention to it.
To himself. Now,
yes.
Coming back, who knows? Mr. Livers?
Why wouldn't the Canadians let him in? They love letting in people.
Well, asylum is a particular thing, and you have to you have to be able to show that it would be dangerous for you to go back home.
In the news report, I watched the whole thing. They said that he is in the process of going through the asylum.
So
but
he
they
gets there.
haven't granted
He gets
it yet.
there. He said when he got there, the first thing he did is he went to a Tim Hortons because he loves Tim Hortons, and then he tried to turn him. The first thing he tried to turn himself into some official. And the official said, "Yeah, I don't deal with that." So then he kind of wandered around. He went to Tim Hortons, and then he finally found a cop. And the cop took him to wherever you go, wherever the asylum place is.
I hit the sand, drug my yak up on the sand.
Stop for a second.
Get my yak up on the sand.
Okay, use the full word.
It's his
yak.
yak.
What's wrong with yak?
Drop my yak.
I hit the sand,
Sand.
drug my yak up on the sand, geared up, went across the road to Timmy's, had a cup of coffee, calmed
Timmy's.
down a little bit.
Oh, Tim was
I
there.
remember East Germany when I was a kid. Nobody came through Checkpoint Charlie, and I wasn't going to run a gauntlet of ICE, Sheriff's Department, State Police, whomever. It's all true. All the nonsense you hear south of the border is true.
Hold on.
I just don't want to get killed, and I hate looking over my shoulder.
All right.
And I promise I'll do everything I can to be a good Canadian, and I will defend your border. I swear I will.
All right. So here's the thing. So that's why he's saying he didn't just drive across to Canada when you can do that. But if all he had to do, what if they stop you and they say, "Okay, what are you gonna be doing?" Just have something to do. I'm coming in for the day. I want to go. Whatever.
He was in Ontario, so it's like I'm going to Ontario.
Yeah. Every time I went into Canada, I went through Buffalo, so I only know that
The Rainbow Bridge.
The Rainbow Bridge. So how hard is it? Like whatever the big attraction is on that, going from Detroit or whatever, you just say I'm going to that place. For
Windsor.
me, I would just say if I was this person and I was going through the Buffalo one, the Rainbow Bridge, I would just say, well, I just want to go see the Horseshoe Falls and Madame Tussauds and all
Going
that.
to Lundy Lane to the strip club.
Yeah, and then once you're in there, then you could say I'm trying to get asylum. See, it's not making any sense.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Hey, why are you coming into Canada today? Because I hate the U.S. president and I want to be a citizen of Canada. You're not forced to tell them that, and they're not going to know that you're anything like ICE. I don't know that. Hey, that white guy with the beard. Pull him over.
Comparing it to Checkpoint Charlie, where there were not only Stasi, but Soviet troops, and then on the other side, American troops.
Right.
I mean, that was not an
when
easy
you go
place.
into Canada, you're not stopped by the American side. It's the Canadians
Yeah.
who
Come
are
on
saying,
in, eh?
why are you coming into our country? Do you have anything, whatever? And then every once in a while, if you look a little suspicious, or if you're the, every 200 cars, we used to hear all these stories about people would have their cars taken apart when they're looking for drugs. And then I don't know how embellished these stories were that I heard when I lived up there. I was like, yeah, they take everything out, they take the doors off, and then they don't put it back together for you.
What? The Canadians would do that?
I don't think that. I
No.
don't.
It was always less of a hassle getting into Canada than it was coming back to the United States.
Yes, because now this was before 9/11 and even.
But even then, we had immigration. We'd go up there to just go to Niagara Falls. You could
Right.
drink when you were 19.
Mhm.
And so you'd come back.
And the strip clubs.
Yeah, and then you'd come back, and they're like, "Are you bringing anything back? Did you guys have any drugs?" Like, no, we threw them off on the highway.
We're not dumb.
Yeah.
We threw them into the Niagara.
And I'm sure then you didn't have to have a passport, right? So all you'd have was a
No,
driver's
back then
license.
you just driver's
You
license.
still don't need a
that's cool.
passport. You just need that gold star on your license.
Now you have to have a passport
No,
to go to
you
Canada.
have the gold star one.
I promise. I promise you
You
have to
can
have a
promise all you want. When's the
How
last
much would it be?
Oh wait, no, you just went to Bath or whatever it's called.
You flew there.
Bam.
You flew there.
I flew
You
there.
flew there, but if you drive through, you need the gold
How
star.
much would I bet?
If you want to go to Niagara Falls,
I'll bet you
and
$100.
you're in Buffalo, New York, you do not have to show a
I'll
passport.
bet you 100. Yes, you do. I'll bet you
You have
$100.
the gold star. Okay, this is the bet then. $100, but it's the gold. What I'm saying is
The
if you
real
have-
ID.
If you have the real ID, you can get into Canada,
No.
and you're saying you
I'm
have to have a passport.
I'm with Jared.
Passport. They changed the rules on that a couple of years ago.
About a couple of years ago, I was in a restaurant before a Bills game, and I was with Jane and my youngest, Ian, and he had never been to Niagara Falls, and so I asked the waitress because I didn't have a real ID, and she said, "No, you have to have the real ID to."
For
to go."
land border crossings, Eric is correct. Everything else, Jared is correct.
Ba, bum, bum, bum.
We never shook on it.
we virtually.
No, my hand was right here. You never shook
look,
it.
if this was Facebook in 2007, you were poked.
I was not poked. You did not. My hand was here.
I knew I was right, too. Well, that's okay.
But
you know what? There's
at their
such
discretion. It's at their discretion.
Oh.
What do you mean? They can just decide?
Sometimes they'll want
Yeah,
you to
I want
have
a
a birth
passport.
certificate.
A birth certificate?
Uh-huh. But
Well,
if
you
you're,
can't. The idea, the real idea is it takes care of that.
I know.
What if I brought my yak with me?
Well, then we'll have to talk about it. Is this guy going to get asylum or not?
Well, we
I'm getting why are you coming in? Well, I'm getting my yak fixed.
I call my boat my bow.
All right. No comment.
Rappers are like, why did you bring cognac with you?
Yeah. He brought, hey, listen, you got your yak, I got my yak. Don't talk back. Alex Williams says the travel advisory continues on 85 in Norcross.
Not the spot you want to be this afternoon, Eric. 85 northbound. There's still single file in that right lane getting by this crash cleanup scene at Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit number 99. You're already looking at about 7+ miles of delays back to Shallowford Road, exit number 93 there in DeKalb County. Buford Highway and Peachtree Boulevard are filling up as alternates, but they're still moving better than 85 itself, so I'd go ahead and continue to use those. It's got 285 northbound slow trying to get up to I-85 there in Tucker from La Vista Road, and the inner loop delays, 285 eastbound stretch back to Georgia 400. Watching the outer loop heading over to Truist Park, it's Sydney Darden.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty stop and go, but not too bad for a Friday afternoon. I-285 westbound on the outer loop. You are slow leaving Sandy Springs around exit 25 to Roswell Road is where you're going to see the majority of your delays. Only stop and go as you're making your way towards Cumberland. It does break apart, though, by the time you get towards Vinings, exit 18, towards that merger to get on to Paces Ferry. From the Coolray Carriers Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
On air,
online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All right, thank you.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my word!
Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your first chance to win is Monday at 8 a.m.
Hi, I'm Trisha, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where we're all about you, your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Are you looking for a style that's classic, modern, vintage, or something in between? Not sure? At Shane Company, we're here to help. We have so much style under one roof because a friend knows you like options. Drop by or visit us at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling. It's August, which means school is back in session. Hey kids, remember homework? Coolray will help keep you cool while you study at home. Right now, Coolray is offering up to $2,250 back in rebates and free installation with the purchase of a complete Carrier system. You know, proper insulation is like a summertime sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out. Simply go to Coolray.com to book your appointment today. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call 404-390-4000. That's 404-390-4000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
2 houses, same neighborhood, nearly identical. But one had an orchard sign, and it sold for way more. So what happened? Well, the first homeowner used a traditional agent, and after weeks of sitting on the market, price drops, and mounting frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard. Their local orchard agent didn't just list the home, They knew how to market it properly. They knew which upgrades would attract serious buyers, brought in pros to handle the prep, and position the home to sell for top dollar. And thanks to Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that homeowner moved into their new place before the old one even hit the market. No showings, no disruptions, no living in limbo. That's the difference. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard. Start with a free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
You know, while the oligarch, tech bro, whoever runs this damn country, you know, the people the super yachties, Mr. and Mrs. Super Yachty that run the country as the middle class is systematically dismantled, eviscerated. You know what? People are not actually asking for much. That's the shame. People are not. This is
a crazy story,
this
right?
Surprised me. Yeah, it's what was a study done by it's a Talker research study. So I don't know. Isn't that a Radio Insider magazine?
It used
Talker?
to be, but they've kind of branched out to other things. They've gotten really
They
popular.
don't even believe in radio anymore. Oh my
Listen,
goodness
they still,
gracious!
they still believe
We've
in us.
lost Talker magazine. So they found. Actually, it says also there's a study by Paychecks. So they're the people who do the paychecks. They would know, I guess. Anyway, they ask, what's the perfect salary for most Americans? I would imagine, I thought it would be very, very high.
180 is my guess.
Right, that was in there. I would have thought like 150, something like that. $74,000 a year. This is all people are looking for. $74,000 a year. People say that I could be happy if I made $74,000. Most households are dual income, right? So that would be 2 people making that. So you would put that together to be, okay, we could have a happy home. But I'm sure some of these people are single too. Look, tech bros. Mr. and Mrs. Super Yachty.
What's up?
They're not asking for much. They're perfectly, they'll let you live in your castles in the sky. All they want is $74,000 a year. I don't know if $74,000 a year, even like 10 years ago, would be something, I would think, given the inflation.
It's a lot more 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's like, given the inflation now, I mean, $74,000, I don't know that it can do what it's been able to do for most of our lifetimes. But come on, oligarchs. People aren't asking for much. They're not asking for the
Well, I mean, we do have a lot of things going on right now. Things are in flux.
Yes.
We are waiting for
AI. We gotta wait for the AI
is
to
important.
put
Maybe if
everybody
we
out of
can lay off more people, we can afford to pay the
Seems
people
to
we
be,
have left.
yeah. You know, AI could be in. There's a lot of consternation on Wall Street. You know, Palantir actually is going down because there was a MIT report recently that came out that said 95% of companies that are putting all this money into AI are getting zilch.
I saw this.
0 products. And it's only the ones, ChatGPT, whatever, it's only 5%. And they're not making money, but they're the only ones who have something that people are responding to and using. So Wall Street has been putting, this economy, I mean, aside from Trump's mood and tariffs and things like that, when you ask yourself, it's like, how can Wall Street still be doing so well when things don't feel right? Like, it doesn't seem like, if you just looked at Wall Street, I guess everything's going okay, but in real world, Main Street, it doesn't feel right at all. And the reason is because it's all of this AI money that's being pushed into the economy is floating the economy right now. You know, all these data centers that have to be built, those are construction projects. People are coming in. All of that is going on right now because everybody's building toward AI.
Especially here in Georgia. There's so many data centers that are, if not being built, are already built.
But that is dangerous because if this mood changes and if companies start deciding, there's nothing to it. We put money in, we go get it, and if all of a sudden we completely start to withdraw from that, that is holding up a large amount of why the economy is even doing okay. It's the reason you don't want to put the economy into too few hands. Capitalism, a good thriving economy, is far flat. What's the word I'm looking at? It's a wide net. It's diverse. It's diverse. It's the whole country competing with each other. When you start putting everything's going into like 10 oligarchs' hands, you better hope that they know what they're talking about and they're investing in the right things. Because if they go down, it's not going to be the banks next time that are too big to fail. It's going to be these tech companies with all this AI that the government is going to bail out with more of your money. Alex Williams says 85 northbound is a no-go zone into Norcross.
Not the spot to be. That is correct, Eric. 85 northbound. I think people are heeding the warning because now brake lights starting just a little north of Shallowford Road or right at it, but still, nonetheless, from there, it is a long, slow ride up to this crash. We're only a right lanes getting by at Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. Buford Highway, Chamblee Tucker, Singleton Road, all filled in Buford Highway, Peachtree Boulevard, and Singleton Road all filled in as alternates. But really the best way to get around this, luckily they are about to clean this up, so we'll keep you posted as soon as that clears. How's I-75 and 575 toward Cobb and Cherokee County, Sydney Darden?
A little bit better, actually, than of just a few minutes ago. Only a little stop and go at 575 northbound as you're merging on from I-75 or merging away from I-75. Only a little bit of stop and go. It just does break apart by the time you get to Highway 92. Same story, I-75 northbound. Only a little bit of slowing past Town Center Mall on towards Kennesaw. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey, you can skip the hassle of constantly cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home completely stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Now's a great time to sell your home in Atlanta as home values have continued to rise and your home may be worth more than you even realize. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and close within days. One of their clients, Chris, said, quote, Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allowed us to sell our 16-year-old home without having to spend thousands on repairs. It also eliminated all the stress of showings, constant cleaning, negotiating. Their guaranteed offer was more than we were hoping for, and the whole process was fast. With nearly 10,000 five-star reviews, Mark Spain Real Estate is the most trusted and experienced real estate team in the U.S. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com and get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com, and you can start packing.
The end of summer doesn't have to be the end of your fun. Your backyard can be your family's happy place all year long in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy system, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Shop our huge Labor Day sale with instant rebates up to $2,500 and special financing for 60 months. Hurry, offer ends September 3rd. Brown's Pools and Spas, celebrating 50 years of Brown'sPools.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son, Mike. In addition to the comp case, there's a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. A fallen police officer remembered.
He gave his all with courage, with honor, and most importantly, with love.
A service in Dunwoody today honors the DeKalb County police officer killed in the shooting at the CDC 2 weeks ago.
A 21-gun salute pierced through the silent crowd of hundreds that came to pay their respects to Officer David Rose, who interim DeKalb Police Chief Greg Padrick says will never be forgotten.
Let his example remind us of why we serve and how we serve.
Oscar Tarago was among the large group of CDC employees who attended the service.
Knowing that Officer Rose was killed defending our center speaks a lot about his integrity.
Rose was buried in a private funeral over the weekend. In DeKalb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta. Will it be dry for Friday night lights? And when does a cold front move out the humidity? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Tragedy in upstate New York. Several people are dead after a tour bus crash about 30 miles east of Buffalo.
And at this time, we have multiple fatalities, multiple entrapments, and multiple injuries.
State Trooper James O'Callahan does not have the exact number of dead yet. Some of those killed may be children. The bus rolled over while returning from Niagara Falls. A 16-year-old faces charges after a hoax active shooter call made to Alcovey High School today. The Newton County Sheriff's Office says the teen faces charges of misdemeanor false report of a crime, felony tampering with evidence, and felony transmitting a false public alarm. No weapons were found at the school. An extra layer of security at Gwinnett County elementary schools after a recent bathroom shooting.
School board members approve a proposal to put unarmed security at each of its elementary schools after hearing from parents and young students.
There are just some bad people in the world that think it's okay to bring guns into school and shoot people, but it's not okay.
Ivy Creek Elementary 5th grader Jasmine Cavallero references a weapons incident last week at Meadow Creek Elementary.
A kid came in with a gun and shot a toilet. No one got hurt, but you can see how easily someone could have been shot.
The Gwinnett School Board says the unarmed security is a temporary measure until they're able to add more school resource officers. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
This is new at 5 o'clock. A man gets life in prison for a murder over $8.
23-year-old Malachi Perkins will do life without parole for a 2020 Lawrenceville drug deal that ended in murder. Prosecutors say Perkins took $8 from 16-year-old Devone Burnett, but left without giving him the marijuana. Burnett and friends tracked Perkins down, but Perkins opened fire into their car, hitting and killing Burnett. Gwinnett DA Patsy Austin Gatson told the jury, quote, "This murder cut a young life short, and it was unconscionable." Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
Crews are working to fix a broken water main on Claremont Road near Beaufort Highway in DeKalb County. It's affecting about 200 homes and businesses in the area. The DeKalb County Department of Watershed Management reports a 30-inch break in a water main. There's no estimated time for when repairs will be complete. Now, a WSB Money Update. Investors have reason to celebrate. Bloomberg's Monica Ricks has more on today's big rally on Wall Street.
Fed Chair Jerome Powell's speech today helped stocks soar by essentially opening the door to interest rate cuts next month. The Dow hit a record, adding 846 points, up 1.9%. The Nasdaq also gained about 400 points. The S&P just shy of its own record, up 1.5%.
Canada is dropping many of its retaliatory tariffs against the U.S.
Canada and the United States have reestablished free trade for the vast majority of our goods.
Prime Minister Mark Carney says the decision comes a day after his phone call with President Trump, which Carney's office calls productive and wide-ranging. Halfway through the Tour Championship at East Lake, former UGA golfer Russell Henley is tied for the lead. He's 13 under par along with Tommy Fleetwood. Scotty Scheffler is 5 back. It's now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, Triple Team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
New travel advisory between Woodstock and Holly Springs. A crash 575 northbound just north of Ridgewalk Parkway, exit number 9. Only the left lane is open. It's also causing southbound onlooker delays. If you're heading northbound, think about using Highway 5 or Bell's Ferry. Elsewhere, you can also use the express lanes when you have a peach pass to get around that, with delays already stretching back to Town Lake Parkway. Some better news on I-85 in Norcross, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, that crash that was shutting down most lanes, I-85 northbound near exit 99 and Jimmy Carter Boulevard, it just recently moved off to the shoulder. All lanes reopened. However, there are still major backups all the way towards Shallowford Road. So if you're on I-85 northbound, use Buford Highway as an alternate still until we start to see those delays improve. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening, sunset around 8:15. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s at that time. An isolated rain shower or rumble of thunder can't be ruled out, then cooling down to the upper 60s, low 70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy with off and on rain showers, high 81. Scattered rain showers throughout the day on Sunday, high 82. Then a cold front moving through on Monday. It'll bring sunny skies and a high of 85, but it'll move the humidity out, bringing that drier air in, and temperatures falling to the low 60s by Tuesday morning.
Right now, 83 in Buford, 82 in Marietta, 83 in Union City. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Did you hear that, Jared Yamamoto? Did you hear that?
I wish I had.
60s. What did she say by Tuesday? What day is it?
Tuesday morning.
Oh, sweet.
That's so cold.
Put a coat on, baby.
I already have one on. I've got a hoodie on.
Well, in here. I mean, outside. Live with it.
I've had enough of this heat. I don't know.
I've got a big.
I'm getting less and less. I don't know. I don't know if I could. I want to live one of those lives where I have two homes, and then when it's the dead of summer like this in the South, I can
go to Maine.
Yeah, go to Maine.
It's hot in Maine.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, it is.
What do you mean it's hot in Maine? Maine is
hot in
Canada.
Maine. No.
It's basically Canada.
Well, it's next to Canada, but it gets hot there. You want to be internal. You want to be in the Great Lakes. You get that lake breeze off of Buffalo, Rochester.
Oh, so what you're saying is that I got to go to the Finger Lakes.
Someplace like that.
Okay,
yes.
something like that, where it's really like 80, but the lake makes it feel like it's 74 or something like that. Okay,
and then it gets cool at night.
What is it, like 2 months that it's nice like that?
No, you get about 5.
That's a whole. Who cares if I get out of here for 2 months when it's sweltering? And then I go there for 2 months while they have their only 2 months of decent weather.
Listen,
that's the way to do it.
I've got a big,
but I can't. I don't have a house on Finger Lakes.
I've got a big Airbnb weekend next weekend on Lake Lanier, and I want it to be hot. I don't want it this cold.
Why
that's
are you
going to make
getting
the
a
lake cold.
Airbnb on? I mean, you live within commuting distance.
Well,
of it, and you have a boat
my
out
friend's
there?
30th birthday party, so we're going up there to celebrate her.
You have too many friends.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is why you have too many friends, because this is what happens is you're at this part of life. Bad enough when you have too many friends, you got to pretend you care about everybody's birthday. Okay, so
it's an excuse for us to get together and
all
drink
right,
and have fun.
But also, everybody's getting married. And that's why you all these baby showers.
Oh, I know.
You have too many, and then this is the other side of it. What are you, 36?
Yes.
All right, I'm telling you, the next 10 years, you better look at your friends list and get rid of half of them. Just walk away from half of them. Because what's going to happen is 20 years from now, the weddings will be replaced by funerals, and then this person goes, that person goes.
Hopefully
Listen,
30 years.
The less people that you care about, the less funerals you will have to attend.
Well, you also have the second marriages, so those will come.
Yeah, the second marriages, I already have a couple friends that have gotten divorced.
Or the renewing of vows. I'm not. I was at the first one. I'm not getting into this scam. What is the renewing the vows? What is that about?
It's a party.
People still do it? I thought that was an old thing.
I don't know. People do
People
it.
definitely do it.
What are they trying to prove to themselves and others?
I still love you.
You already said at the first ceremony, for your whole life till death do you part.
It's an excuse to get the people you love the most
Yeah,
all
you know what
together
you
and
could
party.
do? You know what you do? You could say, I'm throwing a party. Why does there have to be? I seem to remember a time where a party could just exist in and of it. It didn't have to be attached to anything.
I think because
we're having a big party.
Because it has that label attached to it, people feel more pressured to go to it because it is. Well, it's the renewing of the vows. Yeah. Oh, it's
I don't
the
care if you renew
1-year-old.
your vows.
It's the 1-year-old's birthday,
Yeah,
or it's
is it my 1-year-old?
No, it's
Is it my? Am I related? Is it my grandkid or anything?
Nick.
Yeah, good. Kids
about the
turn
neighbor?
one. Kids turn one every day.
But the excuse
Not
for
a big deal.
the 1-year-old birthday, what I've learned is that's essentially for an escape for the parents. The parents are looking for people to hang out with. That's what that means.
Yeah, because they stopped coming over because they have lost control of their home. Especially if they have more than one.
That's true.
It's like, all right, now you have to come over, or else you're really disrespecting us. Because, my favorite is the 1-year birthday. So, everybody's you
That's
say
for
you
the
say,
parents.
I know, but it's actually more than that because the kids grow up and they see the pictures, and it's cool to see the picture of
I'm going to one this weekend.
the cake all over your face. Where are you going? Who, I mean, you don't have to say the name, but I mean,
my friend's mother-in-law's house for the 1-year-old birthday party, pool party.
Pool party. What, is the kid swimming? Is it?
I don't think so.
Swim with Uncle George.
So these people you know very well?
Yes.
Okay. Your mother? What did you say? Your mom?
My friend's. It's just my friend's baby's 1-year-old.
Okay.
Having a birthday party.
And
at
mom,
his mother-in-law's.
His mother-in-law's got some bucks or something. She
She's
has
the
the better
host. She's the
house.
host. She's the best
She can host.
They're actually living there at the moment.
Okay, well
Trying
that
to buy
happens.
a
Nothing
house
wrong
soon.
with that.
No.
That's the way it works when you're a young couple.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with going
Congrats
back
to them. They
Tell you
just
this.
got assigned or whatever.
Okay,
contract.
go. Let's just say this. With all these headlines, there's never any shame in going back home as long as while you're there, you're working on the next thing. So if you're a young couple and you're buying a house and that kind of thing, or the only problem with going back home is when mom and dad get up and go to work and you're playing video games all day. That's what you don't want. But there's no shame if you're 25 or 26 or 27 and you're kind of in the in-betweens.
What if you're 33?
And you go back home?
33?
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, as long as there's a purpose to it. Like,
What if you're
we're going to
50?
be there for, well, maybe things didn't work out.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm guessing the aspirations you once had were not attained. That's what I would guess. But that's what I would say. There's no shame in going back home, so long as there's a reason for it. It's going to be a certain amount of time, and we're doing this, But if your parents are still going to work, and you're 28 years old back home playing video games all day, that's the problem. All of this stuff gets lumped into one bucket when it doesn't belong in one bucket. If you're trying to do something next, I think it's okay. I think it's fine.
Now, do they have to run it by you? Who defines trying for a job?
Trying is something other than just satisfying yourself with your latest Instagram stories, your TikTok feed, and video games.
Okay,
that's if you're doing that, that's not trying.
I'm trying to go viral and get paid.
I got to
Oh,
level, I got to level
influencer.
7. Hey, you know what? Hey, kids, listen up. Level 7. It doesn't mean anything to anybody. You made it to level 8? You still have achieved nothing in your life. Do you know that? Do you know that? Even if you get to level 10, you still have achieved nothing.
Listen, he's going to be the best 50-year-old influencer ever.
You tell that to my friends on Reddit when we talk about reaching the levels.
Yeah, and they're very impressed with you.
They are.
Are you a 50-year-old influencer, huh?
Yeah. How to
He's a
not do anything and survive.
Now, that, by the way, can be laudable. I have known people who figure out a way to live a decent life by doing the minimal amount.
Did you ever read Steal This Book?
Is that
By Abby Hoffman?
Abby Hoffman?
Yeah. that
No,
taught
I've never.
you all the ways to get freebies and things like that.
Yeah, because that's actually
in
a job.
the 70s.
That's actually a job.
Yeah.
I had some friends who were so, they just, their mindset when I was younger, they couldn't get out of it. They just wanted to be on government programs, and stuff like that. And they would celebrate the other thing. And I would look at them and I would say, I wouldn't say this to them because they're my friends, but I would think to myself, it actually is taking you more effort to get these things than if you just went to work every day. When you go to work every day, it's a lot less going on. It's like, okay, I have a job. As long as I show up and do it relatively well, I'll have a job tomorrow. I may like it, I may not like it. But the pretzel twisting that they had to do to prove to the local government that they deserved this so they could get their apartment for free is that's more work than if you just went to Burger King every day and served people for 6 or 7 hours. Way more work. But, maybe it was a calling for them. It's something that they're good at. Maybe they're not good at counter service.
Grifting. I went to college for grifting.
Grifting. That's what I'm saying. There's some level of grifting that is laudable, as long as you're not really harming others. You know, when the harm is like removed, like by 2 times. Like I could say to my friends, well, you're harming your neighbors because you're taking tax money, or you're harming somebody else who needs that apartment. But it's not like right in front of your face.
How much money do you think you could make if you were to stand on an exit ramp with a bucket?
I don't know.
There was a guy down in
guy? Is this Atlanta? There's I've had trying to get off at certain exits, and there's like 3. One in the middle of the road between the 2 lanes, one on the right side, one on the left side. Do you know how hard it is to ignore 3 people, to pretend that you don't see 3 people at the same time who are right in front of your car?
We had a family friend that lived down in St. Mary's Island down on the Georgia-Florida line, and there was a guy that I guess on the exit ramp to get to St. Mary's Island, he would sit there and ask for change every single day. And the local news station, Jacksonville, followed him home one day, and he had like a house and made a living off of the money that he got at that intersection.
Wow, there's something else going on there. He's getting some sort of disability check or something.
Must be. But I mean, he looked. I mean, I saw him when I was there.
How much do you get all day long? It's just, you're standing in the sun Again, go get some kind of crappy job where you just like fold sheets all day long or something. At least you're inside.
Where do you go for that?
I don't know.
I'm a sheet folder by trade.
I'm a sheet folder.
What, do you work at a hotel?
No, I don't know.
I just go to door and ask if they need their sheets.
You know what I was thinking in my mind? I was thinking of like when you have to put the pamphlets together and you like fold things.
Yes.
Like it's like community service. I have like 3 friends who had community service at different times, and then there's some level of it. You're just like doing government pamphlets. You're just like folding them on themselves. Well, at least you're inside. Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on 575 in Woodstock.
Yeah, not sure how this one happened, Eric, but we got a car that has flipped over the guardrail. Only the left lane is open, 575 northbound, just north of Ridgewalk Parkway, exit number 9 there. So that is really jamming up the ride back before Highway 92. It's also causing southbound delays out of Holly Springs. If you're heading northbound and you have the Peach Pass, use the express lanes, or otherwise you can use Highway 5 or Bells Ferry as alternates. 85 northbound out of DeKalb into Gwinnett County, still a parking lot, but slowly improving from Shallowford Road up to where that crash, and Norcross is off to the right at Jimmy Carter Boulevard. How's I-20 looking through DeKalb County, Sydney Darden?
It's really stop and go coming off I-285, but particularly around exit 68 to Wesley Chapel Road, where you're going to see the majority of those delays. Really slow ride to Stonecrest. This report is sponsored by Discover. Did you know what is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide? Well, if you guessed Discover, you guessed right. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report from the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
When the news matters to you.
The FAA says the flight crew was reporting possible smoke in the flight deck.
95.5 WSB has you covered.
Beef prices are going up.
Your 24/7 news source.
They had no ties to a gang, but they were killed by
when
them.
you need the story, all you need to do is listen. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's breaking news station.
Hey, here's a shout out to my hard-working people on the outdoor job sites, construction, landscaping, and of course, road work. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates, the Strong Arm. If your hard job has been hard on you and you get injured, call in the Strong Arm. John Foy has a team of experienced attorneys with a winning track record who specialize only in fighting for injured workers. Get your free case evaluation with zero upfront costs. JohnFoy.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, it's Belinda for the board-certified plastic surgeons at Marietta Plastic Surgery. They have a very exciting program that might be the perfect fit for you. Introducing the Aesthetic Vault, a curated members-only program for those that prioritize elevated self-care and personalized beauty. Enjoy exclusive perks, preferred pricing, and the freedom to apply your monthly bank towards the treatment you love, all for $149 per month. As a member, you'll receive 10% off med spa services and retail products, a complimentary consultation, skin analysis, and either a dermaplane or peel every year. Be among the first 100 members to lock in a lifetime monthly rate of $129. But you must call Marietta Plastic Surgery. Call 770-425-7575. That's 770-425-7575. Or visit MariettaPlasticSurgery.com. Terms and conditions may apply.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Save big on fresh Heritage Farm boneless chicken breasts. They're on sale now for only $2.69 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
What's the deal with your floors? They feel uneven and bouncy when you walk on them. Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix-It Show, here for AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. Sound familiar? You need to check out AquaGuard. See, AquaGuard knows these signs could point to major damage building up in your crawl space, which will only get worse over time. But don't worry, AquaGuard knows crawl spaces. They can identify your issues and repair them. Simply go to aquaguard.net now and set up a free inspection. Remember, AquaGuard.
All right, we dug up, but there was a lot of audio available from Trump yesterday and today. I believe this is when he was talking to the D.C. troops, the National Guard.
He was doing a little photo shoot.
And he brought pizza and burgers from them and everything. And somehow it came up where he's talking about what they're going to do for the parks.
And regrassing them, right?
Is he just talking about D.C. or all over the world or the country?
D.C. D.C. and beyond.
Okay.
One of the things we're going to be redoing is your parks. I'm very good at grass because I have a lot of golf courses all over the place. I know more about grass than any human being, I think, anywhere in the world. And we're going to be regrassing all of your parks, all brand new sprinkler systems, the best that you can buy, just like Augusta. It'll look like Augusta.
Every
It'll
park?
look like, more importantly, Trump National Golf Club. That's even better.
Oh, that's better.
But,
better.
We're
It's
going
not better.
to have all brand new, beautiful grass. You know, like everything else, grass has a life. Do you know that? Grass has a life.
Yeah, well,
you know, we have a life, and grass has a life.
Yeah. We've
And
seen
the
fall.
grass here died about 40 years ago. So we're going to be rebuilding all of your parks, and it's going to happen fast. It's going to go up like a miracle. So you do the job on safety, and I'll get this place fixed up physically. And we're going to be so proud of it at the end of 6 months, but let's say at the end of a year, this place will be maxed out in terms of beauty.
We're going to have gold statues at every park.
Will they have a type of grass that's actually gold?
Oh, golden
And
grass.
You get the golden grass,
Oh.
and you mix it with the green. Not too much green. I know a lot about all sorts of grasses. You know, because I own a golf course.
A few of them.
A few of
You
them.
big smoker? You big smoker there?
Well, I mean, I'm also considering the other grass.
That's right. Could be legal
Lowering
soon.
it.
Lowering
Not
it down to
legal,
Schedule
but
3 years.
making it a little easier.
Now, it's easy to make fun of that, especially since in his Trumpian way, I know more about grass. It's half kidding. It's tongue-in-cheek when he says that. But
Well, his teeth sound like they're falling out,
It's his
too.
whole thing. Oh, right. He
Okay,
is
you know,
78.
people age, Jared. Now,
I
you're
mean-
not going to always be so sexy with the nipples.
Whoa, easy there, Trump. Dang.
It's true, though.
You'll be tripping
But
over them when you're 50.
I think it's something that back when Giuliani was sane and he was the mayor of New York.
That's right.
It used to be, what was it called? Like the broken window thing.
Fix
like,
that window right now.
every time, like in areas where it didn't have a lot of people and stuff, and he turned the city around by no window was allowed to be left broken in an abandoned building, whatever, because, and it seems ridiculous, but that's the beginning of the rot.
When people would tag the subway too, immediately he would take the subway cars out of service, repaint them, and put them back into service.
And so
we'd find them and break their arm.
So there is a point there that, of saying this is the nation's capital and it should look nice. Now, if we give Trump too much leash here. They'll all be made of gold.
All
and it
your
will look
roads
good.
will be gold bricks.
Gaudy. But there is an element of truth to, if you maintain places and you keep them up to standard, then they're not going to fall, because people will come. So that's the thing is the criminal element gets to come out in the open and do whatever they want in open air when everybody has decided we don't go there anymore because it's dangerous and it's ugly and it's whatever. So we'll just stay in our subdivision over here and not allow that. Whereas if public places are maintained and a level of excellence is there, then the regular people who are not part of the criminal class will continue to go to that park, and they'll bring their kids to that park, and they'll do, and as long as that's going on, you have a daily life that's happening. But if you just leave sections of any city to the criminal class, then it's just going to double down on itself over and over and over again, because less and less just normal average people who go to work every day and whatever are going to be coming to that area. So there is some truth to that. What I really worry about with this whole DC thing is the National Guard, and I don't see a lot of people talking about this, but God forbid, and if there's enough, because now with the guns and everything, they're allowed to have guns. I just don't want to see a soldier put in a situation where things get out of hand, somebody gets shot, you find out it's the wrong person, they were innocent, whatever, and now you have a soldier that, half the country is saying is this and that and a horrible person, and everybody's saying it has never met the person. That's what I worry about, putting the soldiers in that situation. And so hopefully it doesn't happen. Alex Williams says there's a brake light battle on 575 through Woodstock.
All due to this travel advisory where the car flipped over the guardrail, Eric. 575 northbound Ridgewalk Parkway, exit 9. Your single file in the left lane there. Slow back to Bells Ferry. Southbound onlooker delays has that ride slow out of Holly Springs. Think about Highway 5 or Bells Ferry. Even the express lanes heading northbound, a good alternate there. Elsewhere, 85 north in Norcross, that crash still off to the right at Jimmy Carter, and it's still got you pretty jammed up as you try to make that 85 north commute up through Chamblee. 285's not been any fun over on the east side either, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, particularly 285 northbound and southbound, so inner and outer loop around the Stone Mountain Freeway. That's exit 39. If you're making your way around DeKalb County, you're really going to be slow leaving I-85 to 85 connector, 285 southbound on the inner loop, past Tucker, past the Stone Mountain Freeway. No relief until you reach I-20 around exit 46. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
This is Scott Slade, and this is pretty exciting. Georgia Power is introducing a new YouTube series, the Smart Energy Series. It's how you can get easy-to-understand, bite-sized, practical tips on how to lower your energy use and save some money. All easy to access on YouTube with new episodes to come, ranging from energy conservation to more ways to save. Check out the Smart Energy Series on the Georgia Power YouTube channel and start saving.
When it comes to buying a vehicle, the name to remember is Jim Ellis Automotive. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. As Georgia's largest family-owned dealer group, we offer car shoppers unmatched advantages, starting with access to more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned and pre-owned vehicles. With 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta and 17 top automotive brands, we have the selection you want and competitive pricing to fit your budget. But more importantly, we've made the buying process quick, easy, and convenient with the Jim Ellis Expressway. Visit one of our state-of-the-art showrooms for a top-tier customer service experience or shop from the comfort of home. Browse our entire inventory of more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs, calculate your payment, apply for financing, and even start your trade-in process online. It's car buying on your terms. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's a safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit JimEllis.com. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Kayachio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, it's all new this half hour. The final tally is in on voter cancellations in Georgia.
Final numbers from the Secretary of State's office show about 471,000 people were taken off of the rolls in the latest round of cancellations that wrapped up this week. 5,500 people who were going to be removed reached out to elections officials to save their registrations. State Elections Director Blake Evans says these purges are required by law and serve a purpose.
We want to make sure that our voter lists are as accurate as possible.
The Secretary of State's office tells me 800 people who were taken off of the rolls were dead. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
82 degrees in Atlanta. We do have some scattered rain showers around the metro at this hour. Will that continue for the weekend? And when do we see a big drop in the humidity? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. 2 weeks after his tragic death, a memorial service today for fallen DeKalb County Police Officer David Rose. It includes a 21-gun salute at the First Baptist Church of Atlanta in Dunwoody. DeKalb County CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson remembers Officer Rose.
David lived that love every day through his devotion to his family, through his commitment to his community, and his courage as an officer.
Rose was killed in the shooting at the CDC. The director of the CDC is among the dignitaries at today's memorial. Several people are dead after a bus crash about 30 miles east of Buffalo, New York. This man says he saw the bus on its side on I-90.
I was headed eastbound, and I just see the bus basically going perpendicular from the median across to the shoulder of the road.
The crash reportedly involving more than 50 people, including some children. A new proposal to bring DeKalb police closer to the county's LGBTQ community.
It's an idea pushed by Commissioner Ted Terry, who points to a pair of recent reports, including a study called Policing the Rainbow, which finds more than half of LGBTQ members think their last encounter with police was unfair. His proposals include establishing an LGBTQ liaison for DeKalb police, along with more training so officers can better spot hate crimes. It's a plan that's already been implemented in other local areas, including Atlanta, Chamblee, and South Fulton Police. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
A Japanese company known for its high-tech bathroom fixtures is expanding in metro Atlanta.
Toto will open its most advanced U.S. factory yet in Clayton County. This amid a sort of bidet boom, as an industry report says 2 in 5 U.S. home renovators now choose specialty toilets. Comedian Ali Wong is among the celebrities raising the profile of the washlets.
A Toto toilet is this magical Japanese toilet. The seat is always warm.
The $224 million expansion will boost domestic production by nearly 50% and boost Clayton County's economy by $43 million a year. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Ice cream sold in Georgia is recalled by Bluebell. The company is issuing an allergy alert after its Millennium Crunch ice cream, which contains nuts, was accidentally packaged in tubs labeled as chocolate chip cookie dough. Bluebell says an employee discovered the problem while restocking at a retail location. The recall includes ice cream sold in several states, including Georgia. No illnesses reported so far. President Trump announces the 2026 FIFA World Cup draw will take place at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., December 5th. He calls it the biggest event in sports, and Atlanta will play a major role.
48 teams will play in 104 games across 16 North American cities, from Seattle to Vancouver to Atlanta to Miami.
8 matches will be hosted at Mercedes-Benz Stadium next summer. Gas prices are expected to remain relatively low for the upcoming Labor Day weekend. AAA says the national average for a gallon of regular should stay below last year's average of $3.33 for the rest of the summer, as long as Gulf Coast refineries are not impacted by any hurricanes. The average price in Georgia today is $2.90, nearly 30 cents less than a year ago. It's now 5:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Still watching this travel advisory, Bill, on 575 northbound through Woodstock, where a car flipped over the guardrail, just a left lane open just north of Ridgewalk Parkway. Exit number 9, you're slow back to Bells Ferry. The express lanes will give you some temporary relief, but you can also use Highway 5 or Bells Ferry Road as your alternates. Now jumping down to the south side perimeter, checking on possibly some new trouble. 285 eastbound, the outer loop before Flat Shoals Road, exit 48, seeing those brake lights back to I-675. And we found a new trouble spot in downtown Atlanta, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, right near Midtown, 7585 southbound near exit 249 in North Avenue. It's a stalled vehicle. It's sitting right in that center lane, slowing you down again as you're making your way through that Midtown area. The other delays you're going to encounter, I-85 northbound heading on from exit 243 to Langford Parkway. Really a rough ride past University Avenue through the heart of the city until you get to the top of the Grady Curve. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening. Sunset around 8:15. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s at that time. An isolated rain shower or rumble of thunder can't be ruled out. Then cooling down to the upper 60s, low 70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy with off and on rain showers, high 81. Scattered rain showers throughout the day on Sunday, high 82. Then a cold front moving through on Monday. It'll bring sunny skies and a high of 85, but it'll move the humidity out, bringing that drier air in, and temperatures falling to the low 60s by Tuesday morning.
Storm tracker radar showing some spotty rain showers around the metro at this hour. Some rain right now falling in DeKalb County. It's 84 in Brookhaven, 79 in Austell, 82 in Hampton. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've served homeowners like you for nearly 30 years and have helped over 67,000 satisfied clients. And I know what matters most, a quick sale and maximum profit. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
The end of summer doesn't have to be the end of your fun. Your backyard can be your family's happy place all year long in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy system, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Shop our huge Labor Day sale with instant rebates up to $2,500 and special financing for 60 months. Hurry, offer ends September 3rd. Brown's Pools and Spas, celebrating 50 years of brownspools.com.
Know your rights before you're stopped. Print your free DUI rights card at georgestein.com.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service. Really? Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 10/9/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of one unlimited intro line apply via 12 monthly internet bill credits. One discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data in service areas. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence 2H24.
Belinda Skelton here for Atlanta Vision Institute, and I have Stephanie with me. She's a patient of Dr. Ashraf, and Stephanie recently had the laser optics procedure. Stephanie, why did you have the laser optics procedure?
I wanted to be able to not ever use reading glasses again because I got tired of pulling my phone out of my purse when I forgot them to blow things up, and I just wanted to see.
And how was life after laser optics procedure at Atlanta Vision Institute?
Incredible. I could read the bottom of a nail polish bottle. I don't need my readers, never used them since I've had my laser optics procedure. It's been amazing.
What would you say to people who are on the fence about having the procedure?
Do you want to see?
That says it all, folks. Folks, if you want to see like Stephanie, go to 2020atlanta.com. 2020atlanta.com.
I am in the mood. We have some open mics here.
Sure do.
And I feel like sometimes the open micers, I don't know, they must feel that I don't believe in them or support them.
You abuse them.
No, I don't know that is the truth.
It's
but
true.
It may be by,
Autumn and I do.
by not acknowledging their effort, that is a form of abuse. So I will accept what you're saying.
Thank you.
But of course, we do appreciate our open micers. It's just that we kind of get off on, we go down different rabbit holes from time to time. So why don't we try to clear out as many as we can of the open mics that we have on the table?
Legit questions by these listeners as well.
All right, what's going on, Eric? Hey, I was interested in your journey to take in all the Sherlock Holmes, TV shows, movies, stuff like that. But you haven't talked about it in a while. I was just kind of curious to see if you stopped doing that or where you're at with that.
All right. Well, I would say it's been put on pause a little bit. I got to the point where I stumbled upon the BBC 1950s television show, Sherlock Holmes, different mysteries. They're like a half an hour long, but it's like mid-50s television.
So it's great.
No, it's very, there's only a few sets and it can be a little bit, a little much. And I think that kind of pushed me out of it. And I was dedicated to the idea that I was going to read and watch every single thing that I could. So 5 episodes into this thing, I'm like, well, I got the rest of this. And so I would say it's on pause just a little bit, but I still haven't seen, I've seen all the classic stuff. I still haven't seen the Robert Downey Jr.
You kind of been in
Still haven't seen the Will Ferrell.
I don't know. You're only watching YouTube.
Will Ferrell did it?
They had a comedy. Was it what's his face from Walk Hard?
John C. Reilly
is Watson, I believe.
Didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I think it bombed terribly. What's
You've
it called?
been in a bit of a show and movie funk, Eric.
Hold on, what's it called?
Holmes and Watson.
Holmes and Watson. Check it out. I think it's. Why don't you go to IMDb? See how? Oh no, Rotten Tomatoes. I want to see how it does.
3.9 on IMDb.
Yeah. Okay. See, it did not fare well. Is that out of 10 or 5?
That's out of 5.
Oh, it's out of 5. That's not too bad.
Oh, is that out of 10 there?
It's out of 10. That's bad. You see, context is everything. And
for sure.
3.9, same number. Context is everything.
10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
So it's going to be a while before I get to that one.
You watch Elementary?
No, that's where did they gender swap that? No, or is it Watson that's a girl? Somebody's a girl in that one. I don't know. I don't care.
I think Watson is the female, yes.
What about the
Benedict? Here was my fear there. I think that got pretty good reviews.
7
from
seasons, yeah.
I mean, from Sherlock Holmes fans, they had pretty good. But, I swear to you, this is not coming from a place of misogyny. It's just coming from an analysis place. When I found out that Watson was a woman in this one, my assumption, given the way things are written now, is Watson is really the one. Sherlock Holmes is just a flaky guy who gets the credit. It's really Watson is the brains behind the whole thing. So it's going to be a while, but it's on pause.
Have you done the Benedict Cumberbatch one?
Yes.
I loved that. That was good.
The beginning was. Like the first season maybe was.
I think I only ever maybe watched the first season.
Oh, my goodness. That one goes off the rails. The first season is good. Maybe halfway through I think there's only 3 seasons. And then by the end, it is almost unwatchable. They turn the lady who owns the house, she suddenly becomes a badass who drives like a muscle car. I mean, it really goes. It starts off in a very promising way, and then it just goes off But the last episode is essentially Saw as Sherlock Holmes. Not as horrific,
right?
But it's just choices, and somebody's going to die anyway, and it's just
play a little mystery.
And you find out. I don't even care about spoiling this, and you find out it's his sister.
Well, I won't finish it.
I think you should. It's so bad, it's worth seeing. Right. It really is. There can't be any worse Sherlock Holmes than the last 2 or 3 episodes of the Cumberbatch era.
I feel like that open micer opened up something bigger because he
opened up more than the mic, is what you're saying.
I think so because you.
Let me get in there.
You have not been watching a lot of movies or shows
recently.
recently.
I haven't.
What's going on with you?
What is going on with me?
You okay?
I don't maybe
A lot of death talk this week. Oh, that's usually on par.
Oh, I'm not obsessed with death. Now stop that. I just think it's funny. I'm one of the few people who thinks it's a funny concept. You're walking around, boo boo doo boo doo, and then all of a sudden you're not there. That's hilarious to me. So, yeah, I even over the last weekend, maybe I'll try now. I got to get back into Andor. There's still like 4 or 5 episodes.
I know you were doing so well there for a while, but now you're
it's
not
always
watching shows, not
getting
watching.
back after the Girl Boss episodes. There's 2 of them. I paused with it, but it's like I got to remember this is a good show. It's
Why don't you watch The Wire and The Sopranos, and then you can see from which every modern TV show that's, I don't know, got that artisan feel comes from those 2.
Oh yeah, I think that all comes from a little show from the early 90s, or I can't remember, was it late 80s, early 90s? A little show called Twin Peaks. I think that's what started.
Well, if you're talking weird.
No, I'm talking
Prestige
movie-like
TV,
television shows.
The way that you're consuming YouTube is the way that a lot of people consume TikTok. From
yeah,
what
but
you've
I
been
don't do it on
describing.
my phone.
Okay,
And he's not watching 30-second videos.
I'm not watching 30-second videos. I'm watching I'm watching a lot of sports. People talking about, what's the record going to be? Well, they're going to play the games. Why are we even talking about this? A lot of ridiculous stuff like that. But mostly I would say most of the stuff I watch would fall into the category of video essays, and they come in between 18 minutes and like 25 minutes, something like that.
Okay, so it's
You
not
learn
super short form.
It's like a chunk, and I can learn, I didn't know Benjamin Harrison did that. It's 20 minutes of my life. Finds that. So yes, but you're right. I've also been doing something that apparently, according to that story of yesterday, a lot of people in America don't do anymore. It's called reading. You can't read and watch at the same time, and reading takes, a lot of your attention, and I enjoy that. So I have been reading a lot, but I do want to finish Andor.
You're streaky. I've noticed
I'm
this about you.
streaky because I'm afraid it's such a look. If a book sucks, I can put it down and that whatever. I don't like starting a movie and then not taking it all the way to the end. So I do have this fear that I'm going to waste 2 hours. And it keeps me from, and so I've been more likely to watch a movie that I haven't seen in 10 years, but I know that I love, because I know that that's going to be 2 hours that I'm going to enjoy.
That you're fulfilled.
And it's wrong. It's wrong, because when I get out of those situations and I take chances, I see things that are pretty damn good. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just explaining. But maybe some of you who are seeing, hey, I've seen I've seen Succession, I've seen Severance, I've seen Barry, I've seen, what else is out there? I've seen Emily Goes to Paris, or whatever the hell that's
Wednesday.
called. Wednesday. It's like, well, my guess is you ain't got no time for reading, do you? And ladies, I'm not talking about the romanticides. That's not reading.
Yeah, but read about that gargoyle, though. Come on.
What gargoyle?
The one that snuck up from behind. Changed her life. Isn't it just like an American version of tentacle porn?
It got
hentai.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Is that what that word means?
Hentai. Well, there's.
I thought it was like a temporary tattoo.
No, hentai is
What
like
is that?
adult animation, right?
Yes.
What's a temporary tattoo?
Henna.
Oh, okay.
And it's the ink.
And you thought all this was a what?
What?
You said tentacle what?
Porn. Tentacle porn. Which I love. I love saying it. Is that mostly an Asian thing? Does that come from our
yeah,
Asian
pretty
friends?
Much, pretty much. Japan.
Between Super Yachty and tentacle porn, man, we got the name of the show.
Super Yachty. Hey, let's put them together. Let's go crazy. Over the top. It's Friday. Super Yachty tentacle porn. This is when the ultra wealthy
I'm gonna write that down.
can't think.
Yeah, write that down, George.
This is when they bring. Are these imaginary creatures with a tentacle? I'm looking at George because he's young.
No, they exist.
No, but I mean, is it just like an octopus, or is it something we know,
Well,
or is it
it's a creature
or
with
is it like it's something that you would see in a black and white horror movie?
Giant squid.
No, they're made up. They're
Right, but I'm saying
fantastical.
So they're
beasts.
huge, kind of.
Yeah.
So they won't fit on a yacht.
I don't think so.
No,
Because
they'd
that's
eat
what
the
the
yacht.
super yachties would be having their tentacle porn in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Where, by the way, it turns out everything's legal. Or, put better, nothing's illegal. Alex, is there I guess maritime law, right? There is a law of the oceans?
Of course.
But I mean when there's the parts of the oceans that nobody owns.
Yeah. What happens in the North Sea stays in the North Sea.
Oh yeah. We're getting a sphere soon.
Things get freaky.
Should put a sphere right in the middle of the Atlantic, right between England and America.
Oh, it'd be a destination, a little stopping spot.
Yeah, and then if there's trouble with the plane, you got some place to go down there.
Some entertainment.
And watch a bad movie.
I don't even watch movies on planes.
Oh, I watched a bad movie on the plane.
What did you watch? Oh, but you know what? The other day, I went to break saying you would give us a review of Sinners, and we came back and I never...
Weapons is the one I saw.
Weapons, not Sinners. But
the movie I stopped was...
Too many movies with one word titles.
It's As the TV Glows or something. I got 30 minutes and it was horrible.
That is bad.
Avoid it.
I watched that.
When did it came out? What was it?
A few years ago.
Oh, my goodness. Hold on.
Yeah,
We're really late. We're going to have like 2 seconds when we come back. Alex Williams says the travel advisory continues on 575 in Woodstock.
Yep, that's right. They're trying to figure out how to get this car back over the guardrail. 575 northbound, Ridgewalk Parkway, exit number 9. Still just single file in that left lane. You're jammed back toward Bells Ferry. Highway 5, Bells Ferry are some alternates around that. No lanes blocked southbound, but it's causing onlooker delays as you make your way south of the Holly Springs area. Again, Highway 5 also a good option there. And we have a little bit of better news with some earlier trouble downtown, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, that stall 7585 southbound near North Avenue exit 249. It's now off to the shoulder, but that doesn't really do much for the delays. It's still very stop and go through Midtown onto the top of the Grady curve. Also seeing the delays stack up I-85 northbound near exit 243 to Langford Parkway as you're merging on there. A really rough ride past University Avenue through the heart of the city. You may consider using the Metropolitan Parkway instead. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
That's awesome. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your first chance to win is Monday at 8 a.m.
That's amazing.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. So why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you can find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
Got a leaky pipe? Trouble with your AC? Ace Hardware Home Services is right around the corner with trusted pros to fix it. From plumbing to heating and cooling, we'll keep your home running smoothly all year long. Get help today at acehardwarehomeservices.com.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelly Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for the Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday noon to 1 right here on 95.5 WSB.
Call Zerorez Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning today and mention WSB Radio to get a free hallway clean with 3 rooms of carpet for only $139. Book online at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
When insurance companies play games, the strong arm wins. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. Hurt in a wreck? The insurance companies will toy with you and try to pay you the least amount possible. John Foy knows how to beat them at their own game. Zero upfront cost. JohnFoy.com.
Hey Atlanta, it's Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers.
You know, my dad was on the air with WSB before I was born, and in all that time on talk radio, a couple of things have stayed true. It's a little hard to know who to trust, and things stay pretty unstable. Here's what's always been true. You can trust D. Geller & Son. 3 generations of Atlanta shoppers have. We've had Atlanta's best quality jewelry at the best value since 1939. The whole month of August, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on your next jewelry purchase at D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
All right, we have almost no time, so hit me with an open mic.
Hey, Eric Von Hustler. Cracker Barrel is changing its brand because it was taken over by a bunch of hack Democrats who want to destroy the history and personality of the United States.
It's not the corporations that bland every other logo. I got a feeling this guy kind of blames the Democrats for everything.
Thanks, Obama.
There you go. There you go. Alex Williams says 575 is at a standstill.
Not where you want to be this afternoon, Eric. 575 northbound jams in right at Bells Ferry Road, exit 4 up to this travel advisory at Ridgewalk Parkway, exit 9. Crash cleanup, only a left lane open. Highway 5, Bells Ferry, some good ways around that. How's I-85 looking up into Gwinnett County, Sydney Darden?
It's still really stop and go as you're coming off of I-285 northbound, only seeing the majority of your delays are on exit 99 at Jimmy Carter Boulevard, and a stop and go right, as I said, towards Highway 316 85 split. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any H system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call 404-390-4000. That's 404-390-4000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
A company that has been trusted in Atlanta for over 25 years has already done their hometown homework, like having the very best people, fair, honest pricing, exceptional customer service, and a focus on high-quality work. That's us. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Sometimes new isn't better, like out-of-town home improvement companies invading Atlanta with their inflated pricing and subpar work. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 Seasons Garages.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by the results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, remembering a fallen police officer.
His life reminds us that the true greatness is not found in what we receive, but what we give.
Hundreds pack into a Dunwoody church today to pay their respects to the DeKalb County police officer killed during the shooting at the CDC.
DeKalb County Police Officer David Rose is remembered as a hero and natural leader with a calm presence and clear confidence. Interim DeKalb Police Chief Greg Pedrick says through his actions, Rose showed the best of what it means to wear the badge.
Officer David Rose, we thank you. We honor you, and though you are gone from our sight, you will never be gone from our hearts.
Law enforcement agencies from across the state were represented at the service, and many CDC employees also came to pay their respects. Rose was buried in a private service last weekend. In DeKalb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
84 degrees in Atlanta. Will you be dodging rain this weekend? And when do we get a break from all the humidity? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. An active shooter scare at 2 Newton County schools turns out to be a hoax today. A 16-year-old now facing charges after a caller reported an active shooter at Alcovy High School and also referenced Eastside High. Deputies respond and confirm there was no threat at either school. The Newton County Sheriff's Office says the teen now faces charges of misdemeanor false report of a crime, felony tampering with evidence, and felony transmitting a false public alarm. After hearing from parents and students, the Gwinnett County School Board votes to put unarmed security guards at all elementary schools.
Board members vote to increase security at Gwinnett County elementary schools a week after a student fired a gun inside a school bathroom at Meadow Creek Elementary. No one was injured, but the incident stirred up fears among Gwinnett parents and students.
What does not belong in a school? A gun. It's just crazy thinking about it.
Ivy Creek Elementary 5th grader Jasmine Cavallero says the unarmed security may not go far enough.
Weapon detectors will help guns not get into schools.
The school district recently approved plans to put weapons detection systems in all of its middle and high schools, but not its elementary schools. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Several people are dead and injured after a bus crash in upstate New York just east of Buffalo. Trooper James O'Callahan with New York State Police says the bus was coming from Niagara Falls and was believed to be heading to New York City with over 50 passengers.
The bus did roll. There were multiple ejections. There are multiple people trapped, and there's multiple fatalities. And this includes children as well.
Troopers say the bus lost control, went into a median, overcorrected, and ended up in a ditch. Crews are working to fix a broken water main on Claremont Road near Buford Highway in DeKalb County. It's affecting about 200 homes and businesses in the area. The DeKalb County Department of Watershed Management reports a 30-inch break in a water main. There's no estimated time for when the repairs will be completed. The final numbers are in on Georgia's latest round of voter registration cancellations. The Secretary of State's office says about 471,000 people were taken off the rolls, and that includes about 800 taken off who were dead. Norcross voters will decide on whether some relief could come to their property tax bills.
When city residents vote in municipal elections this fall, they'll be able to vote on the Norcross Homestead Act. City Councilman Matt Myers tells me it would significantly increase exemptions for city property taxes, saving residents between $225 and $450 a year.
One of the huge focuses for Norcross in general, where we are, is affordability and making sure home ownership is affordable.
He says the city's able to offer that extension due to recent surpluses. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
WSB Money Update hopes for lower interest rates sent stocks soaring to record highs today.
Stocks boomed on expectations of a rate cut in September, with the Dow soaring well past its previous all-time high. The blue chip index gained 846 points to 45,631.
Money reporter Jason Brooks says the NASDAQ gains almost 400 points on the day. The S&P falling just short of a record, gaining 1.5%. It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, Triple Team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Travel advisory continues between Woodstock and Holly Springs, Bill, with this crash. Car went over the guardrail. They got it back on the right side of the roadway now. They're trying to get it on a tow truck, 575 northbound. Just right at Ridgewalk Parkway, exit 9, just a left lane open. Delays back to Bells Ferry Road. It's also causing southbound onlooker delays out of Holly Springs. Use Highway 5 or Bells Ferry as your alternate. Also seeing 285 northbound, a little sluggish on the west side. Not awful, though, as you leave Huddlewell Parkway, exit number 12 on the inner loop, trying to get up through Vinings toward the Truist Park region. It's been a slow ride on 285 over on the east side, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, it's not cute at all, especially I-285 northbound on the outer loop. You're really going to see those majority of those delays merging on from exit 39, US 78. Stop and go as you're making your way again past exit 37 to La Vista Road on towards that I-285-85 exchange over in the northeast. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening. Sunset around 8:15. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s at that time. An isolated rain shower or rumble of thunder can't be ruled out. Then cooling down to the upper 60s, low 70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy with off and on rain showers, high 81. Scattered rain showers throughout the day on Sunday, high 82. Then a cold front moving through on Monday. It'll bring sunny skies and a high of 85, but it'll move the humidity out, bringing that drier air in, and temperatures falling to the low 60s by Tuesday morning.
We've got spotty rain showers showing up now on Storm Tracker radar across the metro area. It's 85 in Stockbridge, 84 in Smyrna, 78 in Johns Creek. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Last hour of the week. So everybody, let's sit up straight in our chairs.
Hey, for you, Tim and I have got our Saturday shows. Thank you very much.
I'm saying for the Von Hessler Doctrine, which is the only damn thing I care about.
Yeah, but I recorded mine already.
Cheater. So, for the Von Hessler Doctrine, I'm saying is let's not just try to phone this last hour in. Let's deliver for the Tim. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's a lot.
It's 6:06 on a Friday. You know what that means?
What?
I think Greg Russ is waiting to speak. He's not going to just barge in because he's not like that.
I'm not English, Nick.
Right? He's going to wait until somebody invites him in. Greg Russ, sometimes I'm not, sometimes you're very busy and you're not listening, but sometimes you do listen to a little bit of the show. Have you heard a little bit of the show up to this point tonight?
I heard some of the first hour, so if it's anything between the first hour and now.
All right. You're useless to me. No,
what's going on?
No. We were talking about some movies and what's bombing and what's not and what's doing well, and we hadn't gotten to. And to me, you're a movie guy. I see you as a movie guy. You're a bit of a cinephile.
Hasn't seen any lately, as I found out.
I haven't. George has actually seen more movies than me. And Christina, you should bring Christina and George on, and they'll talk about it all day.
Yeah, wouldn't I? You trying to get work for your girlflend? What is this? You want
No,
nepotism?
I'd still collect the paycheck.
Okay, all right.
She's not getting any of this money.
So, did you lose your Regal card? Because a lot of times what happens, you get these cards and it says you can go 10 movies a month.
I still have it.
Okay.
I just haven't been recently. I saw the Fantastic Four movie was the last movie I saw.
Well, that wasn't that long ago.
No, but there's a lot of movies that have come out.
Well,
especially
this is
horror
the one
films,
that
I
this
think.
is a
I
net.
think that's the big thing. I'm not into horror movies that much, and there's a lot of those.
The A24 stuff and all that. Amazon Prime, I believe, is what this movie is on, and people are saying, and it looks bad. It's the War of the Worlds with Ice Cube.
Yes,
and Ice Cube, when cast correctly, I've enjoyed Ice Cube in movies when cast correctly, but I don't think he was cast correctly in this one. And probably you could dig up the corpse of Laurence Olivier and put him in there, and he wouldn't have been able to pull it off either.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
There is no saving apparently this movie.
Yeah. Well,
I've heard things like there's reflections in his glasses. He's sitting at a computer, and you can tell that the computer screen's green just so they can superimpose it later.
The whole movie, my understanding is you're either looking at Ice Cube, looking at his computer, all the action plays out on his computer screen. Now, a couple of movies have, I think they're called in-screen dramas or something like that. A couple of movies have done this. Some have been appreciated. But if you're going to do something like this, where for however long this is, an hour and a half, 2 hours, everything is looking at one person's face and all the action is happening on computer screens, you better have damn good acting and a damn good script because you're confining the audience immediately. We're not leaving here. And I heard that even though everything you see is on the computer screens, you can still tell that it's lousy CGI, even inside boxes. In the this is what I don't understand. So first of all, I think they made this during the pandemic. They've been sitting on it for like a year or something, and they just decided to put it out there. And people are just saying it's the worst movie of all time. And maybe it is. Although F1. I'm putting up there just because it had a gazillion-dollar budget and big time. So I'm putting it on a different standard, you know. Also, I heard that there's like one after another of Amazon ads inside the movie.
Egregious product placement, worse than Transformers Bud Light, where the Bud Light truck is driving down the street and it blows up and Bud Light bottles fly everywhere, and then the Mark Wahlberg character picks up a Bud Light and drinks it. In this movie, apparently, they got to get a USB drive to this compound, this government compound where the computer is stationed. And
who saves the day? Who saves the day?
Well, the guy on the other side says, I can get it to you with my drone. There's drone delivery that Amazon offers now, but you actually have to place the order to get it. And there's a sequence in the movie showing him placing the order on Amazon for the USB drive.
And then it's actually kind of the Amazon, they save the day because they get the USB drive to the thing, right?
This is why you should always trust Amazon.
With their drone.
I've never understood, because War of the Worlds is a great, great, great story. And you should read the H.G. Wells. But I don't understand. I don't think they've actually made a War of the Worlds that's in the time of the War of the Worlds. And it would be cool. The War of the Worlds was written in what, the 1860s, 1870s? I don't know. Maybe it might have been later than that. It was the 1800s, I'm pretty sure. If you read War of the Worlds, the people are traveling around in horse and buggy. And I think that visually, it would be so cool to see that, like to be in like the 1800s horse and buggy world, and the Martians are attacking with these incredible technology. Now, I understand in the 50s when it first went to the theaters, it was the atomic age, it was all that going on. So you go there. I think the one that Spielberg made with Tom Cruise was excellent.
Is it the same ending as the book? I mean, is the book the same ending as the Tom Cruise movie where they eventually figure out how to get rid of them?
Yeah, well, basically they find out that it's like they get like a virus or something. But it's the spoiler alert, but it's been out for a long time. Like I say,
you're on a spoiler alert. You've spoiled a couple things today.
I always wait 100 years.
Yeah, thank you.
More than 100. The book was written between 1895 and 1897.
Okay, so that's and we had that period of cowboys versus aliens. The whole steampunk thing happened. I thought Wild Wild West. I don't understand why nobody thought to actually make the book version of War of the Worlds. Wouldn't that be so cool? People in horse and buggies.
Yes.
And
After watching Cowboys vs. Aliens, I feel like that is almost a direct take on this.
But not good either.
It's not good. No,
I heard it stunk. Who was in it?
Harrison Ford and the last James Bond, whatever that guy's name is.
Whatever that guy's
Daniel
name,
Craig. Daniel Craig, yeah.
What did it come out, like 2015 or something? It seems like to me somewhere.
Yeah,
in there.
around
Before
that time.
that, wasn't it?
20-teens.
Yeah. I just
don't
just
get it
never understood
confused with the Will Smith one. That was Wild Wild West.
No, that's what I said. I brought
2011.
I brought up Wild Wild West, which I used to watch the TV show when I was a kid. I thought it was so cool. So cool. You ever watch Wild Wild West? It's not Will Smith?
I didn't see the TV show, no.
TV show is
James
Robert
Garner, isn't it?
No. That's you're thinking of
Maverick.
Yeah. No, TV show is the guy in the 70s knocked this battery off my
Robert
shoulder.
Conrad.
Robert Conrad. And they were like it was like the 1800s and stuff, but they had all the it was either I think it was 1800s, maybe early 1900s, but they've got all the technology, kind of like Bond technology. And it was a really cool show. I think it's I don't know if it stands up now, but as a kid, it was for the same reason that I'm talking. They should make War of the Worlds like this because you had modern technology inside of a Western kind of setup, and so
as long as they actually shot it practically, because I could see it being all CGI. The carriages are CGI, and the Western settings are CGI.
Yeah, that's why everything kind of stinks now. Because nothing, it's okay. I see it, but I don't feel it. That's CGI.
I don't even know if it's cheaper, honestly, to do CGI. I don't know if it is. There's so many people. You see the number of people. Well, they don't get paid well.
AI would be
paid
cheaper.
Nothing at the end of these movies. There's like once they get to the CGI team, special effects team, it's like 3 different rows of people, and it just goes on for 3 minutes. Yeah, they're all. I know people in that industry. They're making nothing. They're making nothing in that industry.
Hey, at least they get their name on the credits.
Okay, thanks.
No, we have a friend, and it's like he'll say, "Oh yeah, I did that minute." Like that. That's why there's so many. That's why there's so many people. They give them each 1 minute to do, and it looks terrible. Superman is already in the streaming.
You have to pay for it, though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to pay for it.
It's supposed to come out in late September, early October for free streaming.
I love.
Well, that means you can get it for free on a website if you look now. So
that's true.
Probably could have gotten that when it was in the theater. I love the clever pricing, Greg, on that. I looked because I do want to watch this Superman. It's the Superman and Batman. They're the only ones I really kind of like. All these others.
You're a DC fan. Got it.
I don't know. Just those are the ones. Mostly it's Batman. I'm not even all that enamored with Superman. I'm just interested in this Superman. Some people liked it, some people didn't, and I want to watch it myself. But the pricing is very clever on pay-per-view. It's you can rent it for $24.99, or you can buy it for $29.99. I just love it. I love it. So I guess
when I saw that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait till it comes out.
I guess I can
wait.
HBO
Max.
I guess I can wait. I got to go back and finish Andor. I'm pretty sure the girl boss
sounds
stuff
like you're
is gone.
excited about this.
You
one.
could just watch.
Well,
a recap.
no, it's a great show. No, it won't be a
back.
chore. It won't be a chore because outside of 2 episodes that are just completely and totally unbelievable and are injected for no good purpose. Outside of that, am I wrong, Jared?
You're not wrong.
Outside of that,
it has a great ending.
Outside of that, it's the best Star Wars since the first 3. I no doubt about that in my mind. It's just that the last time they had an episode like this, it took me a few weeks to get back into it. Now it's been a few months, so I got to go back. I'm sorry, when a show is so good, and then they just do something that is so unbelievably, and by unbelievable, I just mean not believable in the real world. That's just, and you could say, oh, he's a misogynist. That's because you are a parrot and you're not a thinker, and you heard somebody else say that.
The rebellion was built by everybody.
I love plenty of movies with strong female leads.
The Empire could not stop
But
them.
the idea that these 2 women, yeah, they're the ones. Yeah, if for Guns of Navarone, they're the one. Not that 7-foot guy who's part of the team. No, we don't need him. We don't need him. We need these 2 badass women
who know karate.
The last time it was happening, I was looking at the ceiling Because okay, let's get through this. Let's get through this. I was just like looking at the ceiling.
But that's how you know that it's a good series, especially this season, because there are
because when the stinky ones show up, it's so obvious.
It's so obvious, and you can keep going through it, and you still enjoy the overall storyline and the way it connects in with Rogue One, which is
it's
great. I love Rogue One.
Listen, I recommend Andor. It's just that after these episodes where this weirdness goes on, that's just completely non-believable. How is it that the Star Wars universe was more, let's just use the word woke, you know what I mean, whatever. How is it that the Star Wars universe was more woke before the first episode we ever saw?
Oh, that's because they elected a Trump.
Oh, was that what happened?
Yeah.
And then
Darth Vader got elected, and they got rid
of woke. And then all of a sudden, by the first time I saw Princess Leia, she was in that outfit.
Yeah,
all of the
But it turns out all the stuff before them was very, very diverse. Something weird happened there.
All of the diversity died in the Battle of Scarif. That's what
I
happened.
think that's what is that what happened? Alex Williams is checking the ride through downtown.
Still watching some brake lights into the heart of the city this afternoon, 85 southbound. Now you're not slowing until you're south of Georgia 400, but the brake lights continue 75, 85 southbound down toward Cortlandt Street with northbound jammed in from Langford Parkway up toward Freedom Parkway. Travel advisory continues in Woodstock with this crash cleanup, 575 northbound at Ridgewalk Parkway, exit 9. Still just a left lane open. Delays back before Highway 92, Highway 5, or Bells Ferry Road. Some good ways around that. What's the reason for the jam on 285 north in DeKalb County, Sydney Darden?
Well, it's all due to a stalled vehicle. It's blocking one of the lanes to exit onto the I-85 ramp from I-285 northbound on the outer loop near that's exit 33. It's really causing those delays back towards Embry Hills and on through Tucker if you're traveling over on the east side. This report is sponsored by Discover. Do you know what's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide? Well, if you guessed Discover, you guessed right, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report from the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto, I get that people naturally look for patterns, especially in news, but I'm seeing too many people connect the Cracker Barrel logo, Target CEO, and Notre Dame logo change stories for the wrong reasons. I plan to explain why and cover the latest news of the night, Saturday night from 11 to midnight on my Nightcap. Brought to you by Guardian Home Experts, Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
Hey, it's Belinda for the board-certified plastic surgeons at Marietta Plastic Surgery. They have a very exciting program that might be the perfect fit for you. Introducing the Aesthetic Vault, a curated members-only program for those that prioritize elevated self-care and personalized beauty. Enjoy exclusive perks, preferred pricing, and the freedom to apply your monthly bank towards the treatment you love, all for $149 per month. As a member, you'll receive 10% off med spa services and retail products, a complimentary consultation, skin analysis, and either a dermaplane or peel every year. Be among the first 100 members to lock in a lifetime monthly rate of $129. But you must call Marietta Plastic Surgery. Call 770-425-7575. That's 770-425-7575. Or visit MariettaPlasticSurgery.com. Terms and conditions may apply.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
All right, I suppose we're gonna get sued over that one. But when you're on the radio, that's when you know you're getting stuff done. Is when people are suing you.
Got to rattle cages.
Nobody's suing you, right, Trump? You got to sue. That's what it's all about.
You drop the lawsuit, and then you get out of the way, and you let the law handle.
Are you really an American if you haven't been sued?
Right.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know that I have been.
Or sued someone.
Have I ever been sued? No, I don't think I ever have for any
Not
reason
an American.
whatsoever. I've never been sued. I've never spent 2 seconds behind bars.
What about small claims court?
Nope. I've been in traffic court. That's it.
How'd you get out of the taping incident thing?
No one ever actually complained about that. Are you talking about the regular guys?
Yeah, because Larry
It wasn't
got
you.
charged.
Oh no! You're talking about with the
The neighbors down the hall.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
bathroom.
I was just dropped from it.
Oh, okay.
At some point, I was served, and then like a couple weeks later, it's funny as I recall, the lawyer for the other side called me and said, "We're dropping you from the case."
Oh.
You know. And then, which I just like, I've never been served papers before. I open my door and some guy hands me the papers. I've never had that done before. And he said, "Hey, I'm sorry, Eric. I love the show."
Oh.
And I was like, "Go to hell." Yeah. And then so the lawyer called me a couple weeks later at some point to tell me that they were dropping me from the case. And then at the end of it, he's like, "Hey, you know, I'm a big fan, man. If I can
The lawyer too?
Yeah, if I could ever help you out with anything." What's happening here?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you were dropped.
Maybe his idea was, I'm gonna try to put your partner in jail, but if you need a new partner,
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
available.
I'm very funny. Hey, you want?
Were you nice to the guys who were pressing the charges? Did you ever say hello? Because that could have gone a long way.
Did I ever walk? Didn't that
Yeah,
lead to
just
one
say
of the
hello.
firings? Or did I still work there after that?
Yeah, the show wasn't fired because of that.
Oh, okay. I thought we were.
There were so many firings.
I thought we were fired because of that.
Track.
God, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
because he walked into the room, and then the program director said, "You got to use that," and then we got in trouble for it, and then
That's
we ended up
right,
out.
yeah.
So no, I never saw him again. I liked them though; they were nice guys.
Yeah.
I like the way we're talking around it, so we don't have any names. The names
They're no longer on the air, so that's good.
Is that true?
Oh yeah, that station's been gone. It's been 3 different.
Well, they may be on the air somewhere else. You
Well,
know
I
how
mean-
radio life is.
Yeah,
they
but-
may be in Milwaukee now.
It bears names.
Yeah, we don't have to go too far. All right, that's
No, we're not.
Yeah. I was dropped from one lawsuit. I don't want to be put. The same lawyer calls you back. "Hey, Eric, I'm a fan, but I heard yesterday's show, and yeah, you're gonna be served again."
We wish everybody the best.
That's what
that
I'm
was
saying.
involved.
I want good things for everybody. And, you know,
when you search their radio show,
Oh,
the thing that
Jesus.
comes up is this case. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, you know, I was glad to be there, even on the sidelines, for their big moment.
Oh, you took a plea deal. You took an NDA. That's
I
why you're
took
not saying
nothing.
That's why you're
I
not
was
saying anything.
dropped from the case.
I'm on to you, Eric. You took an NDA.
Something else going into a court of law because of a radio bit. Well, you really are keeping this town safe. Alex Williams says 575 is still jammed through Woodstock.
All due to the crash cleanup, Eric, on 575 and northbound at Ridgewalk Parkway, exit 9. Still just a left lane open, but should be in the clearing stages here soon. Bottom line is both directions are jammed between Holly Springs and Woodstock. You can use Highway 5 or Bells Ferry, but both will be seeing some delays as alternates. And we got some new trouble in Midtown, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, and it's like almost in the same place as that earlier crash. Something blocking one lane. I-75-85 southbound again near exit 249 to North Avenue. Delays again remaining as you're making your way through Midtown. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
The most successful Metro Atlanta home builders and contractors all share a special secret. Randall Brothers is the preferred building partner trusted by pros, delivering expert guidance, quality materials, and accurate delivery. Randall Brothers will keep your project on time and on budget while providing the widest selection of materials in the city. Dave Baker here for Randall Brothers. Widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries. RandallBrothers.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Georgia Power is here for you with programs, tools, and incentives that lower your bill. But we also have a few ways you can save right now. Unplug devices like TVs when they're not being used, or use a power strip you can switch off. Make sure you're only using the lights you need. Change out your HVAC filter and make sure your vents are clear. Set your thermostat at 78 for max efficiency. But every degree closer helps, because everything we save on energy can be better spent being there for the people we care about. Visit georgiapower.com for more energy-saving tips.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story: Georgia officially completes its latest round of voter registration cancellations, focusing on people who haven't been voting.
The Secretary of State's office says that nearly 471,000 voters were taken off of the state's rolls in the latest round of removals that ended this week. According to officials, 5,500 voters contacted election offices to preserve their registration status. Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says this process is required by law and ensures
we have the cleanest voter rolls in the entire country.
The Secretary of State's office tells me 800 people who were taken off of the rolls were dead. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
82 degrees in Atlanta after some scattered showers this weekend. When do big changes arrive? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Remembering Officer David Rose, a memorial service is held today for the DeKalb County officer killed in the attack at the CDC 2 weeks ago. DeKalb CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson is among the speakers.
Today we gather not to mourn, but to be uplifted by the example of a man whose life is defined by service, by sacrifice, and by love.
Officer Rose is honored with a 21-gun salute. Multiple people are dead and injured when a bus crashes on Interstate 90 in western New York.
Today we had a vehicle collision, a significant vehicle collision. It is a tour bus coming out of Niagara Falls back to what we believe New York City, and it had about 50-plus passengers on that, women, children.
State Trooper James O'Callahan says the bus lost control, went into the median, overcorrected, and ended up in a ditch. The exact number of dead is not yet known. At least one child is among the dead. A Fulton County jury finds Christopher Wolfenbarger not guilty of his wife's murder in 1998. It takes the jury just a few hours of deliberating this afternoon to reach the verdict. Melissa Wolfenbarger disappeared in 1998, not long after Thanksgiving. Her remains were found the next spring in trash bags not far from her home. The remains were identified through dental records in March of 2003. Christopher Wolfenbarger was arrested in 2024 because of new DNA evidence. A Duluth man is sentenced to life in prison for raping a teenager. A Gwinnett County jury finds 25-year-old Anthony Dante Murphy Jr. guilty today on 5 counts of rape. He sexually assaulted a girl multiple times in August of 2020. The victim reported the sexual assault to police in July of 2024. Murphy will serve 3 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. The Salvadoran man deported to his home country despite an order protecting him is now out of jail in Tennessee and heading back to Maryland.
It's the first time since he was arrested and wrongly deported in March that Kilmar Abrego Garcia will have returned to Maryland, where he lived for more than a dozen years. A federal judge there has ordered ICE to not detain him. He faces federal human trafficking charges in Tennessee, where he was pulled over in 2022.
Correspondent Stephen Portnoy reports his attorneys argue Abrego Garcia has been singled out by the government in a vindictive prosecution. A global leader in high-tech bathroom fixtures is expanding in Clayton County.
A bit of a bidet boom started stateside during the COVID-19 pandemic when Americans found bath tissue hard to find. It's grown with celebrity shout-outs, like when Drake gifted DJ Khaled with 4 Toto washlets for his new home.
Shout out to Toto. Drake, thank you for this gift. This is the most amazing toilet bowl I've ever seen in my life.
Now Toto is opening its most advanced U.S. factory yet in Morrow, emphasizing AI robotics enhanced manufacturing. Clayton County Development Authority expects an economic benefit of some $43 million a year. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
At the Tour Championship at East Lake, former UGA golfer Russell Henley is tied for the lead after round 2. He's at 13 under along with Tommy Fleetwood. Scotty Scheffler is 5 back. Round 3 begins just after noon tomorrow at East Lake. It's now 6:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. To begin our triple team traffic coverage, Alex Williams.
Making progress with this crash. Has been there for far too long in Woodstock, Bill, with this cleanup. They got the car on a tow truck that had been over a guardrail. 575 northbound Ridgewalk Parkway exit 9. 2 left lanes are open, slow from Highway 92 and causing southbound onlooker delays for no reason out of Holly Springs. Highway 5 still a good alternate there. Crashing for Forsyth County, 400 northbound right around Buford Drive. Highway 20 exit 14 blocking the lane, and that's causing the delays that start right around Highway 141 and Peachtree Parkway. Still jammed up on 285 into Cab County, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, we still have a vehicle sitting in that lane, is blocking one of the lanes. I-285 northbound exit ramp to I-85. That's exit 33 over in the northeast. Adding to those delays, that stack up as you're making your way through Tucker on the eastern perimeter. From the Cool Red Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening. Sunset around 8:15. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s at that time. An isolated rain shower or rumble of thunder can't be ruled out. Then cooling down to the upper 60s, low 70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy with off and on rain showers, high 81. Scattered rain showers throughout the day on Sunday, high 82. Then a cold front moving through on Monday. It'll bring sunny skies and a high of 85, but it'll move the humidity out, bringing that drier air in, and temperatures falling to the low 60s by Tuesday morning.
There are a few scattered rain showers now showing up on Storm Tracker radar. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt Friday night lights tonight. It's 80 in Dunwoody, 84 in Midtown Atlanta, 83 in Noonan. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Get ready, Alpharetta. Taste of Atlanta is back with Grand Tasting Alpharetta Thursday, August 28th at the Hotel at Avalon. Enjoy all-inclusive bites from over 20 of Alpharetta's hottest restaurants. Sip on craft cocktails, wine, beer, and more. And dance the night away with live music and chef demos on the Publix cooking stage. Tickets start at $95 or save $30 when you join the Bite of News. VIPs get in early with swag and exclusive perks. Presented by Taste of Atlanta, benefiting Second Helpings Atlanta. Get your tickets now at tasteofatlanta.com. This event will sell out.
Steel Horse Law knows your bike is made of steel, but your heart is made of gold. SteelHorseLaw.com.
The Lloyd Advisory Group has a question for you. Is your retirement inflation-proof? Here's what we mean. In retirement, chances are you're on a fixed income with unpredictable expenses. So how do you not run out of money when the cost of just about everything continues to go up? You inflation-proof it. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group can show you ways to help fight inflation so it doesn't outpace your income. Call us today at 770-766-5611. Inflation could take a huge chunk out of your retirement savings, but it doesn't have to. With some simple planning, inflation can go from being a major disruption to a minor annoyance. Call Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group now to start inflation-proofing your retirement today. 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services are offered through the Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
A lot easier in the stock market.
Well,
explaining a point.
No, we were just talking about Bitcoin. Tim Andrews over here is he's what I call a Bitcoin hundredaire.
Yeah.
He really got into he bought some fractions and he got some hundreds out of it.
When did you get in? When it was up to $110,000?
No, it was $800. So this is when probably over 10 years ago. And I keep every once in a while I'll check where it is.
So you bought fractional shares,
I didn't
right?
have $800 to throw at it, but I think I paid $15 or $20, and now it's
a couple hundred.
I
when I think about this, Craig, when all of this started happening, the whole Bitcoin thing, I was so tuned into technology. Everything was going on. I was watching tech TV. Started out at HD TV. That was, you know how people have Fox News or MSNBC on the background all day long? That was me. Tech TV was on always. I was so into the next thing, and I've got a closet full of technology from the past.
It's like a museum down there. If it were curated in any way, you'd have a museum. It's just thrown into a pile.
Well, if you could call getting one of those dumpsters for a few days, curation, that's what's going to happen to them all eventually.
Keep that iPod, though.
Oh, I have the I have the first
iPod. Sell that for a couple grand.
It doesn't work, but I don't know if that it fell in my pool.
Oh,
so
still keep it. People will get it just. To
I
have
think
a
it's
replica.
cool. I think it's cool to look at, all boxy like that. But no, so I was at the very first wave of this when they're talking about Bitcoin and that white paper that whoever that guy's name was, Sajori, whatever his name was,
Satoshi Nakamoto.
There you go. And I just thought it was dumb. But back then, if I had it would not have been. There was so much of it available. It wasn't going to sap all your energy to get one back then. If I would have taken it seriously, or even like in a hobbyist sense, like, well, let me check this out. The way that I checked out every other technology, I could have easily come up with one or two or three. And what would that be worth now?
If you had three, it'd be about $400,000, almost.
But here's the question. I always do that. Now, here's the other part of it. And people can say this all they want. You know, people look at, oh, man, if I only bought Apple when it was, if I bought Amazon.
NVIDIA, I owned shares when it was $14,
Yeah.
and I got impatient and sold them.
That's what I'm talking about. So I can say to myself, if back then I had taken it seriously and mined a couple, I'd have $400,000 in Bitcoin now. But at the point that it went from, that it jumped $150 or $200, who knows? I probably would have gone, well, it's not going to go any higher than that, and would have gotten out.
Exactly.
Right.
It's
so
easy to look back and say.
Although
whoa.
it's very different, though. I think I'm talking about two different things because now you buy it like it's a stock almost.
Or you buy fractions of it.
Right. But
And
then,
now they're
but
ETFs.
then,
you don't even have to do the
right. What I'm
coin.
saying is, back then maybe I wouldn't have because they actually would. I would have had them. Like I would have actually mined for them. So
And you could.
At that point, I guess I could have sold them. There always would have been a market that I could have put them on if I wanted to sell it. But
I had my neighbor told me in 2008, we were sitting in the courtyard talking. He was telling me about Bitcoin, and I'm sure my eyes glazed over. Huh? Okay.
It's been kind of a disappointment in the sense that I thought when it became almost like, oh, now make it part of your portfolio and all of that, like it's a stock or something. That's not really what the promise was. The promise, and it's been crushed by governments, I would imagine. I haven't really looked into it. Having your own currency is so attached to sovereignty, If the fact that you live in a country, you grow up in a country, the government provides the money, the system of the money, and it's so much ingrained in people because the money is the country. Our money has presidents on it. Other countries have royalty on it. Some might have their favorite poet on it, but it's identity, right? And the dream really from Bitcoin wasn't just another asset in your portfolio. It was going to be the way that you could have a worldwide currency that was not maintained or run by any government.
Nobody could print it.
Nobody could print it. You couldn't do any, like in that first white paper, it's like, this is the number of Bitcoin that there are. You have to go find them. There will never be one more Bitcoin added to it.
Well,
And-
BlackRock's buying them these days. Governments are buying them
I
since
know.
there is a finite number. They'll never own all of them, but that's what's happening.
Yeah. And but
hoarded.
the dream was really, and not really in first world countries like America, the real dream was that at some point, and then the internet too, which was taken over by all the elites, the dream was that you would give agency to people born into, like horrible countries with horrible leaders, or where there's been, two warlords fighting each other for 30 years or something like that, that you would be able to actually get wealthy because the government has no say over your Bitcoin, and would give you some agency. None of that ever happened. Remember, the internet was supposed to be, no more control over thought. It's just going to be the Wild West, and that was the dream. Was like, and
you
very
complained
quickly,
about our immigration policies. Into jail.
Exactly.
I mean, it didn't happen overnight. Maybe it's
Took
still
a long
happening.
time.
It's
Yeah.
still happening.
It's still happening. Yeah, but the dream was that we were going to be able to get away from this sort of nation state operation of the money. And I don't see that we're anywhere near that. Now, I don't live in a place like I just described, so maybe Bitcoin is having some effect
Ecuador
for people. Like
embraced it. And
yeah, I know, but it was embraced by the government. Isn't Ecuador is it El Salvador?
El Salvador's the one where they used a volcano.
Yeah,
to
they were
mine
next
it.
to a volcano, which, by the way, is a good idea.
You know, that
like
energy.
you got a data center and you put it next to a volcano. As long as you're living within that 200 years that the volcano doesn't blow up.
Hey, we should put data centers
Free
in Hawaii.
energy.
Hawaii.
Huh?
Hawaii's a good place for that then. We got lots of
I would think
volcanoes there.
so, but I mean they can't go off. They have to be volcanoes that have energy within them.
Sure.
But they can't have a bunch of
Yeah,
lava
what happens if they
every
go off?
3 years.
Do you lose your Bitcoins like that guy in the UK who had his
that
Bitcoins
guy.
on a hard drive?
Is he
and
still
been-
alive? He's
not.
not.
He's trying to access the landfill.
No, they
Still.
gave him some time. Okay, so what happened was, and I can't remember how much money, but it was a ridiculous
a
amount.
lot. It was so much
millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars in Bitcoin, and he had it all on one drive,
like a little flash drive.
Not a flash drive, but like a drive. But
He had 8,000 Bitcoin on it.
Oh no!
His wife cleaned up the office and threw it away. And so this guy, he convinced, I don't know where he is. I don't know where it is, but he convinced the local, they allowed him to go to the dump for
Wales.
a period of time. And it was a good long period of time. He was sifting through this dump. He never found it.
It's 928 million.
This guy is now. My guess is he's probably doing. I mean, I don't know what situation he's in without the 928 million. I don't know if he also has 50 million from something else. But imagine that. Imagine knowing that is yours if it's in your hands.
I
And-
dig through the landfill too.
They did, but
can
I
see
mean-
how you obsess over it.
Oh, absolutely. But then they kicked him out after a while. I think he wanted to keep on going. I think he paid them. I think he does have money anyway.
He must have.
Did he divorce his wife?
That's a good question.
Well, he probably
Can
should
you-
have put the drive in the drawer. You know what?
There is that. There is that. But it's like my wife does this sometimes. It's like, when I clean up things and I come across her stuff, it may be trash. It may not be trash. I put it all over in one area because I don't know. I don't know if this is trash or isn't. You don't just throw things away. It's just like coming home. It's like, yeah, while you were away, I had a garage sale. Yeah, I sold all your albums.
That's something my dad would do. It's just gets in these moods. It's like, I'm just going to throw all of this stuff away.
If it was worth that amount of money, 900 million, like we're saying now, he should have had it in a better place than on his desk.
Well, I think that he didn't necessarily. Well, right, but who? Okay, I'll give you that. But I hope that his wife, his lovely wife, whom I'm sure he
it was
loves
a girlfriend.
dearly. Oh no!
Well, they're not
okay,
girlfriend,
all right,
and
yeah.
she is an ex. She is
What
an ex.
the hell are you doing? Clean? And she was probably
Unforgiven
she,
now.
I'll guarantee she probably went in there like, I know he's cheating on me. I'll find something. Oh, he seems to like this hard drive a lot. Maybe I'll just throw it away.
Don't put your crypto on your porn hard drive.
Exactly, and don't Don't put your porn on a hard drive.
Well, how are you going to save it?
Well, why do you have to save it? The whole, it's just like that. I mean, the promise of the internet, of course, was that we don't have to walk into adult bookstores anymore.
Well, now you got to show your ID.
3 letters. VPN. Alex Williams finally has better news on 575 near Woodstock.
Yes, that crash is all gone, Eric. All lanes are back open. 575 northbound, Ridgewalk Parkway exit 9, so the delays between Woodstock and Holly Springs are starting to improve. What is not improving is this delay on the outer loop into Cab. 285 northbound slows from Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway, up through Tucker, where this stalled big rig still blocks the left lane of the 285 north ramp to I-85 exit 33. How are things on the rest of the evening through downtown, Sydney Darden?
There's still a little stop and go, especially southbound, 75-85 southbound, as you're making your way through past exit 249 to North Avenue, where a stalled vehicle was again sitting in a lane, but now off to the shoulder, all clear until you get to the heart of the city. That's where you'll start to see some relief. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Do you need better sleep? Well, you can upgrade to a premium bed now and get the rest that you deserve at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. They make sleep easy. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
This might become a travel advisory. Yeah, they're in 2 left lanes.
Depend on us.
See some delays if they shut that ramp down.
Make sure you get where you need to be on time.
Jam starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Spring Street.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
WSB Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Our research shows the number one fear for retirees: uncontrollable economic and market swings. And after the last 5 years, that's totally understandable. But here's the good news. Happy retirees are twice as likely versus unhappy to have a financial plan. A plan can calm those worries. My team at Capital Investment Advisors would love to help your family build a plan you can feel confident about. Just pick a time that works for you at yourwealth.com. That's yourwealth.com.
Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler here at Shane Company. Come on in, feel at home, and let's find your dream engagement ring. I'm proud to work for a company that puts customers first and lets them shop the way they want to. See, we believe shopping for an engagement ring should be fun, without any of the pressure. We don't work on commission, so finding your dream ring is truly on your terms. We'll be right by your side as your friend and jeweler to help you find a ring more beautiful than you imagined, and stick to your budget too. We have all of the styles and all of the smiles. You can even watch our in-house jewelers working their magic inside your neighborhood store. It's that kind of care and craftsmanship that makes Shane Company's free lifetime warranty the best in the business, saving you thousands over time and giving you peace of mind. No appointment necessary, or check us out at shaneco.com. Because a friend knows when you're ready, you're ready. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
No way! The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000.
I just won $1,000 from WSB.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your first chance to win is Monday at 8 a.m.
I am so excited.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
2 houses, same neighborhood, nearly identical. But one had an orchard sign, and it sold for way more. So what happened? Well, the first homeowner used a traditional agent, and after weeks of sitting on the market, price drops, and mounting frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard. Their local orchard agent didn't just list the home, they knew how to market it properly. They knew which upgrades would attract serious buyers, brought in pros to handle the prep, and positioned the home to sell for top dollar. And thanks to Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that homeowner moved into their new place before the old one even hit the market. No showings, no disruptions, no living in limbo. That's the difference. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard. Start with a free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
You didn't choose to get in a wreck, but you can choose the best attorney to fight for you. Trust the guys I trust, the strong arm, John Foy & Associates. Hey, it's Smile and Mark McKay. With personal injury attorneys, you have a lot of choices. Here's some of the reasons why I choose the strong arm. They treat you with compassion and respect. Their customer service is exceptional. They listen, communicate, and are genuine good people that don't charge you until they win. If I got in a wreck, this would be my first call. JohnFoy.com.
Oh, I can't talk about that on the air.
No.
Not the super secret stuff?
Not only the secret stuff. Not the super secret stuff. Hey, we never do this, and I'm just in the mood for it because it's our last segment of the week. I never go around the horn and ask people what are the weekend plans. I mean, the weekend was already here, so you're not going to go see the weekend on the weekend because that happened during the week, which I think is strange. I think if I was the weekend, I would only play weekends.
That would make sense.
Seems odd to see the weekend.
Apparently,
on
it's really good. Him and Playboy Cardi were at Mercedes-Benz last night. So.
Yeah, on a Thursday. So it was on a Thursday.
Yeah,
that's kind of a long weekend.
Yeah,
3-day weekend.
Yeah, I saw that Playboy Cardi. Like, were they together or did she open for him? Or
no, Playboy Cardi was the opener.
Okay.
He.
Okay,
yeah, he's a he.
I don't know. I don't know. It's all right. It wasn't offensive.
Stay in your lane, old man.
I don't know.
It sounded
I'm an
right
old
to
guy.
me.
What?
It sounded right to me. when you said it.
For some reason, I mixed it up with the
Cardi B.
Yeah.
No, the one that was with Offset for some reason. Was that Cardi B?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. It's the
Coronavirus. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So I never go around and ask people. I was kind of George
got
Clark.
The 1-year-old birthday party.
That's right.
that I
He's
told
going
you
to a birthday party in somebody's mansion.
Yes.
Is it a Mick
For
mansion?
a 1-year-old.
Mick.
For a 1 year, we've already
very
gone
nice
over that.
house.
It's a very nice house, and we've already. Hey, listen, you want to have the 1-year-old discussion? You join us at 3, okay? Because we've already had that discussion, and I'm doing just a round.
All right,
what
I'll
are you?
join at 3.
What are you doing? What are you doing this weekend besides, being passive aggressive with your girlfriend?
We're going to Connecticut because it's Christina's mom's birthday, so there's a dinner.
Nice.
And it allows me to burn some gasoline that's been sitting in my car since May.
It goes
So that's
bad.
good. I know.
Yeah.
That's why I
quickly,
gotta
T-ball.
get out there.
T-ball for your little boy?
No, I
Gil?
joined a league. No, it's for Gil.
Well, this one's at a kickball league. So, Jared Yamamoto?
My grandfather passed away earlier this year. I have one grandparent left, and I'm going up to go see my grandmother in
All right.
Raleigh,
Well,
North Carolina.
Tell her that Eric Von Hessler said hello.
I'm
87
What about
years
you?
old. Me?
Yeah.
I'm going to sit in my basement. What do you think I'm going to do?
Gummies and
Sit in my basement and try to
goon.
convince myself to get back into Andor, I think.
That's a lot.
Yep. And to anyone listening, we all wish you a great weekend. And be careful. And I do care. I want you to be careful, but I don't want to lose listeners either. So be careful so that you can come back and join us on Monday.
Just don't do anything you wouldn't do, right?
Yeah, like don't leave your basement. All right. That music is telling us 2 things. Shut the hell up. Get the hell out. And you know us. We do what we're told. Shelley Winter is up next with a great radio show. We'll be back on Monday at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on the journey. Don't